The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome back. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and on behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you once again this evening to another streaming and radio broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Mr. Kyle Smith running the control board for us, back in Ottumwa at the station studio, making everything run smoothly for everybody tonight. And I am alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, also a longtime Warrior contributor, PA announcer, scorekeeper, Mr. David Kirchner, up here with us in the press box. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play radio voices of the Warriors. We're back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. All of us more than happy to be with you on the call this evening. Tonight, the Warriors are back here at home, Keosauqua, Iowa, Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field. We're up here in the Kissling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation, getting set for boys high school varsity baseball for you in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Danville Bears in town to take on our very own Warriors. This was supposed to be a late game after JV. The threat of weather later in the evening, so they moved it up, and we're going to play varsity first. First pitch scheduled for right around 5:30 p.m. this evening. Hey, and to all our listeners out there, big thanks for tuning in, making this broadcast part of your evening. Couple ways for you to join the broadcast this evening. We're streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air at 92.7, your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, KTWA, and Ottumwa Radio Sports Group station. So if you're choosing to make one of those options, joining us in the broadcast this evening, hey, big thanks for doing so. We could not do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. Iowa Missouri Seed sponsors the pre-game show. The Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. They will sponsor the post-game show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. They sponsor the starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They'll sponsor the first pitch at tonight's ballgame. Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. They'll have all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrill, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs. Drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells, Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. They will sponsor tonight's player of the game. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. They sponsor coaches and players' interviews throughout the course of the season. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, sponsoring pitching changes in tonight's ballgame, also throughout the course of the year. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Sponsoring the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers is Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. The Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable, sponsoring any home runs hit by the Warrior batters. And Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street, Keosauqua. Stop in and see their showroom. If you are a customer in the area and need some local business, please make sure you stop in and give these sponsors a chance. They're one of the biggest reasons these broadcasts can be seen on YouTube, heard over the airwaves. All of that brought to you by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, but those sponsors are a huge part of the broadcast throughout this baseball season. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. The Warriors have completed their infield. Danville currently taking infield. We'll keep things rolling here on the pregame show with our first of a couple of 3-minute breaks sprinkled in. National Anthem coming at you at around 5:30 tonight. They're going to play it once for both games. The girls' softball game moved up also. It's senior night over there at the softball diamond behind us. The boys have already had their senior night. When Blaine Benjamin was still around, they got all the seniors in together. So we'll take a first of a couple of 3-minute breaks here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. A breakdown of both teams is coming. We'll take a look at some key players, the conference standings, pitching matchup, starting lineups, all that and more still to come in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds after this 3-minute break. You are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tummo Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tummo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more in the pregame show after our first 3-minute break.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Tummo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here from Keosauqua, Iowa this evening at the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex, overlooking Perkins Field, which is ready for baseball. We're up here in the Kissling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation, and it's the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. We'll continue things here in the pregame show as we get set for boys high school varsity baseball for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Danville Bears in town going to be taking on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. Let's continue in the pregame show by taking a closer look at both teams so far on the season. For Danville, head coach is Tony Naylor, assisted by Tyler Hartman. Next action for the Bears is Monday, June 30th at home for Wapello, a 7:30 p.m. first pitch there for senior night for Danville. They are the Danville Bears in boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into action tonight is 1-15 on the year. They're 0-8 at home, 0-6 on the road, 1-1 in neutral site games. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Danville is 1-9. In the last 5, they are 1-4. Their win came the other night. Was that Tuesday? As they got that win? I think it was. They defeated New London. That was at Community Field where we played on Monday against West Burlington. So that's the win for the year for Danville, while their losses have come twice to Burlington, Notre Dame, Highland, Central Lee, Hillcrest Academy, twice to Mediapolis, twice to West Burlington, New London, Louisa Muscatine, Van Buren County, Pekin, Lone Tree, and BGM. Last time out for the Bears was Tuesday, June 24th, a 6-0 win over New London at Community Field in Burlington. Let's take a look at some leading players for Danville in those key statistical category areas that we'd like to review here in the pregame show. Batting average, Jaden Bauer leads him at .357, Alex Holtkamp at .333, Ty Frazier and Deacon Huff at .250. Hits leaders for the Bears, Bauer with 15, Holtkamp with 9, and Huff has 8. RBI leaders for Danville, Bauer with 8, Holtkamp with 7, and Carter Gaster has 3. Steals on the bases, Bauer and Noah Horn tied with 8 apiece, and Bauer has 8 runs scored to lead the team. In the pitching department, ERA for Danville, Alex Holtkamp 3.63 in 17 and a third innings pitched. Graylin Walker 4.91 in 15 and 2/3 innings pitched. Holtkamp leads him on the mound with strikeouts. He has 31. Addison Clayton, tonight's pitcher for Danville, has 12. Bauer has the lone win for Danville on the mound this season. The Bears averaging 2.2 runs a game. They give up 9.8. The team batting average is 176. The team on base is 330. Team slugging is 227. The team fielding is 819. And the team ERA 6.36. Earlier this season over in Danville, the Warriors got a 7-0 shutout win over the Bears. That was earlier this season. All right, I think we got time for another 3-minute break here in the pregame show. As National Anthem coming at you at 5:30 for both fields tonight. Both teams have finished warming up and just waiting right now. So let's take another 3-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll continue with more in the pregame show. Take a look at the Warriors, take a look at the conference standings, starting lineups, pitching matchup, all that and more. Still to come for you in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. You are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tummo Radio YouTube channel. We're on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Tummo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more in the pregame show after our second 3-minute break.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field, Keosauqua, Iowa, for more in the Warrior Baseball pregame show. Brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. We took a look at Danville. We'll continue in the pregame show by taking a look at the Warriors and how they're doing into action tonight. Head coach is Shane Bagley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Next action for us is tomorrow, Friday, June 27th, at New London, scheduled for a 7:30 first pitch there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors, boys, high school, varsity baseball. Record into tonight's action is 8-12 on the year, 3-5 at home, 4-4 on the road, 1-3 neutral site games. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 3-7. In the last 5, they are 1-4. Let's take a look at the wins this year for the Warriors. Twice over West Burlington, Winfield Mount Union, Fort Madison, Pekin, Hillcrest Academy, Danville, and Louisa Muscatine. Their losses have come to Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, twice to Mediapolis, Fairfield, Davis County, twice to Burlington Notre Dame, twice to Central Lee, New London, and Martinsdale St. Mary's. Last time out for the Warriors was Wednesday. That's yesterday, June 25th. A tough 12-2 loss, 10-run rule loss here at home versus Central Lee. Let's take a look at the Warrior leaders on the year, starting with batting average. Isaac Leffler, .435. Caden Simmons at .364. Will Coral, Eli McKinney at .286. Hits leaders for the Warriors. Leffler with 27, Coral with 16, Kinnick Millard, Eli McKinney, Isaiah Meek, each with 14 hits on the year. RBI leaders, Leffler with 14, Millard with 9, Coral with 8. Leffler leads them on the base pass with 26 steals, and McAtee leads them with 16 runs scored. In the pitching department for Van Buren County, Aiden McAtee, 3.78 ERA, 33 1/3 innings pitched. Isaiah Meek, 2.51 ERA, 22 1/3 innings pitched. In strikeouts, McAtee and Coral tied with 25. Isaiah Meek has 17 strikeouts on the season. On the mound, McAtee leads them with 3 wins. The Warriors averaging 4.9 runs a game. They give up 6.2. The team batting average is .245. On-base percentage is .369. Slugging .292. Team fielding .921. Team ERA for the Warriors is 4.64. All right, let's take a look at those conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. This stuff is updated through action last night. Let's start in the North Division. Hillcrest Academy, 10-6, 8-2. Highland, 8-7, 5-3. Pekin, 6-8, 5-3. Louisa Muscatine, 5-8, 4-4. Winfield Mount Union, 4-11, 4-5. Lone Tree is 7-10, 4-5. Wapello 1-12, 1-8. That's the overall record, followed by the conference record. In the South Division, where both of these teams call home, Mediapolis 20-1, 10-0. Burlington Notre Dame 11-8, 8-3. Central Lee is 13-3, 6-3. New London 11-8, 4-6. Van Buren County 8-12, 3-7. West Burlington is 7-8, 3-8, and Danville is 1-15. 1-9. That's a look at the conference standings in the Super Conference. Other action around the conference tonight. Let's take a quick peek at that on this Thursday, June 26, 2025. Teams in action from the South Division. Danville right here to take on Van Buren County. Mediapolis is at West Burlington. Burlington Notre Dame is at Hillcrest Academy, and Central Lee is at New London. Teams in action from the north. Burlington Notre Dame at Hillcrest Academy. Winfield Mount Union at Highland. Louisa Muscatine at Wilton. And Pekin is at Wapello. All right, head coaches and umpires meeting at home plate right now. And starting lineups will be coming at you from Mr. David Kirchner, the PA announcer. So let's get to our starting lineups right here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. We will start with the Danville Bears. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Leading off for Danville's number 2, Grady Walker, a senior, playing center field. Batting second is number 24, Noah Horn, a junior, at third base. Batting third is number 12, Jaden Bauer, a senior, at shortstop. In the cleanup spot is number 40, Deacon Huff, a senior, in left field. Batting fifth, number 77, Addison Clayton, a senior, doing the pitching. In the sixth spot, number 16, Carter Gaster, a senior, behind the plate, doing the catching. Seventh spot is number 37, Connor Hewlett, a sophomore, at first base. Batting eighth is number 22, Xander Stotler, a junior, at second base. And batting ninth is number 13, Aiden Koenig, a senior, doing the DHing. He's batting for number 7, Graylin Walker, a freshman, in right field. Once again, for Danville, it's Grady Walker, Horn, Bauer, Huff, Clayton, Gaster, Hewlett, Stotler, and Koenig for Graylin Walker. All right, now we will take a look at the starting lineup for the Van Buren County Warriors. Leading off is number 1, Aiden McEntee, a senior, in right field. Batting second is number 7, Leo Urach, a freshman, at second base. Batting third is number 3, Isaac Leffler, a senior, on the mound tonight for Van Buren County. In the cleanup spot is number 14, Isaiah Meek, a senior. He's at first base. Batting fifth is number 2, Kinnick Millard, a sophomore, at shortstop. Batting sixth is number 9, Will Coral, a sophomore, in left field. Batting seventh is number 11, Eli McKinney, a junior, in center field. Batting eighth is number 17, Caden Simmons, a junior, doing the catching. And batting ninth is number 6, Dan Caston, a freshman, at third base. Once again, let's recap that lineup for the Warriors. McEntee, Urach, Leffler, Meek, Millard, Coral, McKinney, Simmons, and Caston. That's a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup for tonight. For the Warriors, number 3, Isaac Leffler, the senior infielder/pitcher, is on the mound. He's pitched in 5 games without a start, 0-2 record. He has 1 save. 10 1/3 innings pitched for Leffler, 212 total pitches, 59 official at-bats against him, a 136 average. He's given up 8 hits, 9 runs, 4 of them earned, walked 10, hit 3 batters, struck out 8, a 2.71 ERA for Leffler. Turn our attention to the pitcher for Danville, number 77, Addison Clayton, a senior. He's pitched in 5 games, started 4 of them with an 0-4 record without a save. 13 1/3 innings pitched for Clayton, 361 total pitches, 88 official at-bats against him, a 182 average. He's given up 16 hits, 29 runs, 8 of them earned, 17 walks, 5 hit batters, 12 strikeouts, a 4.20 ERA for number 77, Addison Clayton. All right, that's a look at the starting lineups and the pitching matchup. We've broken down both teams, looked at other action around the conference. We're close to first pitch. National Anthem will be coming at you in a minute. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with you for the start of this one. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 2 minutes.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you to the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field, just on the west edge of Keosauqua, where we're getting set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you in the Super Conference, Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Danville Bears in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. Hope everybody enjoyed the pregame show. That's going to complete it. Sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. We got through a breakdown of both teams. We looked at the key players, conference standings, other action around the conference. We got through the starting lineups. Those were brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. And I think we got through about everything that I wanted to. Coaches for Danville trotting to first and third base. Warriors are just completing, throwing it around one final time. And we're about ready to get things started. Isaac Leffler climbing up onto the mound. And for Danville, it'll be Grady Walker, Noah Horn, and Jaden Bauer. This is number 2, Grady Walker, senior center fielder. On the season, 143. He's going to bat from the right side against the righty, Isaac Leffler, who will work out of the windup. Tonight's first pitch brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They sponsored tonight's first pitch. The weather tonight, it's about 90, mostly sunny, partly cloudy, however you want to look at it. 61% humidity, wind south, 14 miles per hour. Blowing into the press box, helping with the heat a little bit. Leffler ready, the windup, here we go. He missed outside, ball 1 to Grady Walker. Time of the first pitch tonight is 5:33 p.m. There is weather supposed to be on the way. We'll see when it hits the second offering. Tapped, fouled on the third base line. Count even at 1-1 to Grady Walker. Like I said, this was supposed to be a late start after JV. But because of that threat of weather, 7:38-ish or later, maybe, depending on which source you rely on. We'll see, but they moved it up to try to get this game in. We'll run out of dates to complete the season. Leffler ready. The 1-1 on the way to Walker. Missed. Low and away. 2-1 now. To the leadoff man, Grady Walker. Danville's center fielder tonight, a senior, facing Leffler, the senior. Leffler ready. The 2-1 on the way. Down the first base line on the ground. Meek has it. He'll take it unassisted to make Walker the first out of the inning. 1 out, nobody on. Up next, number 24 in the 2 spot, Noah Horn, junior, third baseman, 167 for Horn on the year. He'll bat from the right side as well. Danville, white unis, blue pinstripes, blue helmets, blue numbers and letters. Warriors in their whites with orange shoulders tonight, orange numbers and letters. Leffler, the first offering is a called strike 1 to Horn. So Isaac gets ahead. Last night's interview, Isaac considered himself a utility player. He played all over, that's for sure, in his high school career. Tonight on the mound, and that one uncorked to the back screen, missed badly outside. It's even now at 1-1 to Noah Horn, Danville's third baseman. On-deck hitter Bauer out of the on-deck circle to clean up that wild pitch. We're ready to go again. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball landed, outer half for a strike. 1-2 to Noah Horn. Isaac winds and deals. Missed that one high and away. Count even at 2-2 now. He's ready again. He'll lift the left leg and fire. Ooh, came inside and missed. Count full, 3-2 to Horn now. So a payoff pitch coming early in this one. We're just underway from the Ferguson Sports Complex. The 3-2 Hit to Meek. Past him into right field. McAtee, has it. Gets it back in to Urach. And Horn has a one-out single. He's on at first. First hit of the inning. First hit given up by Leffler, and that'll bring up in the number 3 spot in the order, number 12, Jaden Bauer, senior shortstop. 357 for him on the year. He was the pitcher of record when they got their first win against New London the other night. He's in there from the right side. Leffler out of the stretch now with Horn at first base. Here he comes to Bauer. Bouncer to third. Caston bobbles it. He's going to pick it up. He'll try to go to first. They won't get him. E5 on that one. Bauer reaches on the E5. Horn to second. 2 on, 1 out for Danville here. Top of the first. First error of the night for the Warriors. The cleanup man is next up. Number 40, Deacon Huff, senior left fielder, 250. Right-handed batter. First pitch to him lands. A little bit of a breaking ball, it looked like. Strike 1 to Huff. 0-1 to count. Danville runners at first and second with 1 out. Walker was retired on an unassisted ground up by Meek, and then a single and an error. Swing and a miss. The runner from second goes. The throw down to Caston. Going to be in time. Runner from first advances. The count to the batter is 0-2 to Huff. They throw out Horn. He's the second out of the inning. That goes 2-5. And the third base coach asking for an explanation from the umpire out there, and they're talking about it. Maybe interference or something. I don't know. 2-5, second out of the inning. Bauer moves to second on the throw. So runner in scoring position with 2 out now. Breaking ball missed away. Little high also. 1-2 to Huff. So that caught stealing helps the Warriors. 1 on, 2 out now. Count to Huff is 1-2. Leffler working out of the stretch with Bauer at second. He eyes him now coming to the plate. And he catches him looking. A called strike 3, strikes out Huff. Third out of the inning. Addison Clayton to lead off in the 5 spot when Danville bats top of the second. 15 pitches for Leffler to get through the first. Danville gets no runs on a hit. There was an error, and they end up leaving 1. So, after a half an inning of play, we are scoreless. Warriors coming to bat when we come back after this 1-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel. We're on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All of that made possible through the Temple Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more baseball in 60 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex. We're through a half an inning. We're scoreless. Danville in their half, the top half of the first. No runs on a hit. 1 error. 1 left. Here come the Warriors. It'll be Aiden McAtee, Leo Urach, and Isaac Leffler, the 3-2 up for Van Buren County here in the bottom of the first to face number 77, Addison Clayton. He was a starter when we played Danville over there in the 7-0 Warriors win. He went, what did you say, AJ? Went a couple of innings, I think? 2, maybe, before they took him out, or maybe not 2 full, or maybe somewhere around there. But short outing, then they went to somebody else. So he's going to start here again tonight against the Warriors. He's ready to go. McAtee 1 step in the batter's box, the left side. He will bat from. And catcher down, and here we go in the bottom of the first. McAtee number 1. the senior right fielder, against Clayton, the righty. He's ready. The windup and pitch missed, high and outside. 1-0 to McAtee. Into play tonight, McAtee, 207. Last night, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That tough loss to Central Lee. We'll go through that, what they did last night, the first time up for each Warrior player. Then we'll concentrate on what they're doing tonight. That one outside, little low. Another ball from Clayton. It's 2-0 to McAtee. Danville defense in the outfield, left to right, Huff, Grady Walker, and Clayton ready. He'll get it in a minute. He missed high and away on 3 straight now, 3-0. Graylin Walker is the right fielder. The DH is Koenig, batting for him. The 3-0. Missed on 4 straight. McAtee draws a leadoff walk. Up next for the Warriors, it's number 7, Leo Urach, the freshman second baseman. On the season, Urach 231. McAtee has his lead at first. A long pause. Clayton will throw over. McAtee back. And I remember the long pause on the stretch from Clayton the first time around when we played Danville. He's deliberate, that's for sure. In the infield, third to first for Danville, Horn, Bauer, Stotler, and Hewlett. Gaster behind the plate, Clayton on the mound. He's set in the stretch again. He'll check him. McAtee back safely. 2 throws to first in a row. McAtee drew a walk on 4 pitches. Urach last night against Central Lee was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Leo bat from the right side, trying to improve on his .231 average. Clayton is set. Here he comes to Urach. Missed high. Snap throw down to first. McAtee's back. 5 straight balls from Clayton here to start this appearance for him. He's ready again. He'll lift the left leg and come to the plate. Missed high. A fake throw down to first. He'll Gaster throw it back to Clayton this time. 2-0 to Urach. He's missed on 6 straight now. Control was a problem first time around when we saw him as well. He's ready again. Here he comes. That one, a called strike. 2-1 to Urach. We're scoreless as we play here. Bottom of the first. So the scoreboard says 3-0, but I believe it's 2-1. 1 on, nobody out for the Warriors. McAtee a leadoff walk. The pitch inside. Missed Urach, but it's a ball now. 3-1 the count to Urach. Clayton looks in. He has the one he wants from Gaster. He's set, and the pitch. Foul tip to the left side. Behind the catcher, and the count full now, 3-2. Leffler out of the on-deck spot to clean that one up. Head coach Shane Bagley down at third base. Assistant coach Andrew Lowry coaching first. 1 on, 1 out. Or 1 on, nobody out. McAtee at first. The count to Urach. Full, 3-2. They'll check him at first again. McAtee slides back in. Dives in head first. He's back easy. Clayton back up onto the mound. He toes the rubber and looks in. Gets his sign. And the payoff. Urach gets caught looking. Throw down to first, gets away from Hewlett, not far enough for McAtee to go anywhere. Urach, a backwards K, first out of the inning. First strikeout by Clayton.
Number 3, the pitcher, Isaac Leffler.
Up next for the Warriors in the 3 spot in the order is number 3, Isaac Leffler, senior, doing the pitching tonight. On the season, .435 for Isaac. McAtee at first still with 1 out now. Leffler in there from the right side to face the righty Clayton, who's ready and coming to him. That first pitch missed. Must have been low. Yeah, not much of a signal or call on those from home plate. 1-0, the count to Leffler. We'll do our best. The 1-0. Ooh, that one a called strike. Didn't have to be, but it was. 1-1. Looked a little outside and high, but the count even to Leffler 1-1. Clayton a long stare into Gaster. McEntee a good lead at first. We'll see if Aiden looks to run. Nope. That one bounced in there. That'll be a wild pitch to the left of the catcher. Count to Leffler 2-1. Send McEntee to second on the wild pitch. First one issued by Clayton. So the Warriors with a base runner at second in scoring position with one out here. Bottom of the first, we're scoreless. 2-1 to Leffler, the batter. Clayton ready again. A look back at McEntee. Long look. And to the plate he comes. A breaking ball high and in. Back to Isaac out of there. 3-1 to count to him now. Hitters count. Isaac looking to drive in McEntee, was out there in scoring position with one out. A long pause, and the 3-1. Bounce that one in there. Good stop by the catcher. McEntee will not go. Leffler draws a walk. First and second now with one out. Second walk issued by Clayton. That's going to bring up the cleanup man, number 14, Isaiah Meek, senior first baseman. On the season, .233 for Meek. Leffler, I should have mentioned, last night was 1 for 2 with a double, a strikeout, a run scored against Central Lee. Meek was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI ground out against the Hawks. Clayton to Meek, a swing and a miss on the first offering. Count 0-1 to Meek. McEntee at second, Leffler at first. One out. We're scoreless, bottom of the first. Danville Bears in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors in Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division, boys varsity baseball action for you. Clayton ready. The 0-1 to Meek, missed outside. 1-1 now to Isaiah. He's in there from the left side. Warrior runners taking their lead. Danville outfield, center fielder shaded towards right with the left-handed batter. Right fielder maybe a little bit over towards the line. Left fielder about where you'd expect him. Meek, a grounder back up the middle, past the mound, left side. Bauer charges, gloves, he'll throw, he won't get him. Meek beats out an infield hit. All the other Warrior runners advance 90. McEntee to third, Leffler to second. Give Meek an infield single. That is the first hit of the inning for the Warriors. And first hit of the game, obviously. So Clayton has given up a hit, walk two, has a strikeout. Bases loaded with one out. For number 2, Kinnick Millard bats fifth in the order, sophomore shortstop. On the season, .222 for Millard. Last night against Central Lee, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Not a lot of offense last night against the Hawks. Their pitching was dominant. Davis and Van Osdale shut us down, that's for sure. Brand new night tonight, though. Warriors looking to get on top and play with the lead. Clayton ready. He's working out of the stretch. Snap. He will throw to third. McEntee back. Not sure where he thinks he's going. I'm just chuckling at my comment I made, but concentrate on the batter here if I was the pitcher. First pitch to Millard is low and in. 1-0. Bases loaded. One out. McEntee, Leffler, and Meek, the Warrior runners, third, second, and first. A deliberate worker is Clayton. He's working out of the stretch and the pitch. Oh, bounced away from the catcher. Wild pitch. It'll score the first run of the night. McEntee crosses home plate, move everybody else up 90 feet. Leffler to third. Meek to second. The count to Millard is 2-0. Another wild pitch. The second issued. And that'll be an earned run. That'll, let's see, bottom of the first. Get my scoring summary going. McEntee scores on a wild pitch to make it 1-0. Van Buren County. Clayton ready. Here he comes to Millard. That fastball missed high. 3-0. Warrior runners at second and third. They take their lead. The pitch, a called strike. 3-1. Still a hitter's count for Millard. He's ahead. Warriors lead 1-0. One out here, bottom of the first. Runners at second and third with one out. Clayton coming to Millard. And in, oh my goodness. That, you have got to be kidding me. I don't know if you could see that on the camera, but that pitch was inside and was a ball, and he called it a strike. 3-2. I'm not one to complain, and I won't. It was not a strike. That's all I'll say. The payoff to Millard. Oh, and he swings that one in the dirt. Throw down to first to secure it. I think he caught it, but they throw it down anyway. Millard goes down on strikes. 1-3 and an unsecured third strike, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyways, Millard, the second out of the inning. Second strikeout for Clayton. Here's number 9, sixth in the order, Will Coral, sophomore, playing left field tonight. For Will, 286 on the year. Warriors lead 1-0. 2 outs now, runners at second and third. Clayton to Coral. Missed high on a fastball. 1-0 to Will. Let's see what Will did last night against Central Lee. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout. Out of the stretch is Clayton, his customary long pause. Eyeing Leffler at third. He's not being held on. Now the third baseman goes a little bit over, a snap throw. They're just tempting him to throw it away. I mean, that's I've never seen, I mean, you take a token look at the runner at third, but I'm not sure where they think he's going, if he's going to steal home or what the problem is over there, but I would concentrate on the batter here. Pitch to Coral. Shallow fly ball. Bauer back behind second base, and he'll make the catch. Coral with a, we'll call it a pop-out to Bauer in shallow center field. Will's the third out of the inning. Eli McKinney will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the bottom of the second. But the Warriors get a run on one hit. There were no errors and end up leaving 2. So, 26 pitches for Clayton to get through that first inning. After one is complete, it's 1-0 Van Buren County leading Danville. Top of the second coming up. Danville back to the plate. Warriors on defense. When we come back after this 60-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel. On the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more Warrior Baseball after 1 minute.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
All right, back with you. Getting ready to start the top of the second. First pitch from Leffler to Clayton is a called strike 1. 0-1. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Danville order. Clayton, Gaster, and Hewlett. Low and outside. Leffler missed on the second offering to Clayton. Count even at 1-1. Clayton on the year, 37 average. He's doing the pitching tonight for the Bears. Leffler out of the windup, coming to him. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Just underway here from Keosauqua. Still time for you. Still room. Come on out. Support the Warriors. If not, listen to us. That one lined. Back into center field. Going to get down in front of McKinney. Clayton has himself leadoff single. And that is the second hit of the night for Danville. Up next for the Bears, sixth in the order is number 16, Carter Gaster, senior catcher. Gaster 135 on the year. Here comes a courtesy runner for Clayton, the pitcher. 27 is Zeke Oribiana, a freshman.
Courtesy runner at first base for the pitcher, number 27, Zeke Orbiano. batters the catcher, number 16, Carter Gaster.
So Gaster in there takes a ball on a fastball from Leffler, first offering to him. 1-0 the count. Leffler out of the stretch, coming to him again. A called strike. Count even, 1-1 to Gaster. Leffler takes a token look at the runner at first and a swing and a miss on that next pitch to Gaster, 1-2. Leffler seems like he's working really quickly, but I think he's just more at a normal pace compared to Clayton, the Danville pitcher. Breaking ball, bounced to short. Millard will glove, scoop to Urach, one there, the relay, and they get the double play. A nice job by the middle defense there by the Warriors. Gaster grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. Courtesy runner Orbiana, the first out on the force there at second. Gaster, the second out on the return throw to first. 2 outs now, base is empty. That helps Leffler out. Help from his defense there. Here's number 37, Connor Hewlett, bats 7th in the order, sophomore first baseman. 0-48 for Hewlett on the year in there from the right side. Leffler's ready and coming to him. Partial check swing, took a ball high on a fastball from Leffler, 1-0. So good help from the middle defense there, the Warriors. Millard and Urach turning that one for Isaac. Get 2 outs, the twin killing. Called strike. That next pitch to Hewlett, count 1-1. Hewlett steps out of the box. Now he's back in there. Asks for time to get ready, and the ump grants it. Now he's ready. So is Leffler. The 1-1 on the way. Shot the outside corner and hit it. Maybe not. Didn't have to be, but that's the call. 1-2. That one looked off of it to me. I got a good view at that. Hewlett steps out again. We've had, I would say, questionable calls on strike each way, inside and outside. Appears to be a wide zone tonight. Leffler, the 1-2. Breaking ball, ooh, missed. High and in. Hewlett ducked out of the way of that one. Count even at 2-2. Base is empty, 2 out. Warriors lead 1-0 as we play bottom of the second from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Perkins Field. 2-2 on the way. Isaac in the dirt with that one. It's full 3-2 now to Hewlett. So Danville looking for a 2-out base runner. Warriors looking to face the minimum here. Not set them down 1, 2, 3, but face the minimum. That double play helped out. That one fouled tip off of Simmons over to the right. We'll do it again from 3-2. Warrior defense, left to right. Coral, McKinney, and McAtee in the infield. Third to first, Caston, Millard, Urach, Meek. Here's the pitch. Fouled off right side. Another payoff pitch will be coming momentarily. Simmons behind the plate. Leffler on the mound. Warriors have stranded 2. Danville has stranded 1. And that pitch is a ball to Hewlett. He draws a 2-out walk. So he'll trot down to first. First walk issued by Leffler.
Number 22, the second baseman, Xander Stotler.
Danville with a couple of hits. The Warriors just with 1. This is Xander Stotler, number 22, 8th in the order. First pitch to him is a ball. 1-0. Stotler, a junior, second baseman, 095 from the right side with Hewlett at first. Leffler to him. A called strike, inner half. 1-1. Don't laugh, Mr. Kirchner. That's the call. It's 1-1. Leffler coming to him. Fouled off of the batter in the box. Foul ball, dead ball. 1-2. With Hewlett at first with 2 outs. 1-2 to the batter, Stotler. Leffler shot the outside corner. Got him to maybe go fishing a little bit. He swings through it for the swinging strikeout. Third out of the inning. The DH in the 9th spot, Koenig will lead off for Danville when they bat in the top of the third. So Danville, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. They end up leaving 1. So each team has stranded 2 now. 20 pitches for Leffler to get through the second. He's up to a game total of 35. We are through an inning and a half. Warriors lead 1-0, and they're coming to bat in the bottom of the second when we come back from this 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live, Tumble Radio, YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We are back from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. Here at Perkins Field, we're moving to the bottom of the second. It'll be 7-8-9, the Warriors order: McKinney, Simmons, and Caston. This is number 11, Eli McKinney, junior center fielder. 286 for him on the year. He was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out last night against Central Lee. Clayton Reddy coming to him. Ooh, a swing and a miss. He was ahead of it. 0-1 to Eli. He is batting from the left side against the righty, Clayton. Clayton got through that first inning on 26 total pitches. He's ready again, working out of the windup. High and away a little bit to McKinney, count even 1-1. He will look into his catcher, Gaster. He has his sign and the delivery. High and away. Mostly away, 2-1. To Eli. Look, Warriors looking to get the leadoff man on here and start another rally here in the bottom of the second. They lead 1-0. Clayton steps off. McKinney will back out. If that was the major leagues, that would be called the first disengagement. But we're not keeping track of that here in Iowa high school ball. Clayton's ready. Here he comes. Ooh, McKinney, a slight movement to offer at it. Let it go. It's a called strike. 2-2 the count now. McKinney's average has really risen as of late. He's up to 286 and the 2-2. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Caught cleanly by Gaster. McKinney goes down on strikes. First out of the inning, third strikeout for Clayton. Up next for Van Buren County, 8 in the order is number 17, Caden Simmons, junior catcher. 364 for Simmons from the right side. Clayton is ready, and the pitch outside. Well outside, 1-0 to Simmons. Simmons 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk last night against Central Lee. Here comes the 1-0 to Caden. Ooh, behind him. Caden, get your bat down. That could have hit it and been a foul ball, but all the way to the backstop goes that one. It's 2-0 to Simmons. He missed his release point badly. Now he'll stomp his foot at his right foot spot that touches the rubber there angrily at himself. He's ready again. Missed high to Simmons on a fastball, 3-0. So it's 3-0 to Simmons. Clayton will look to get himself back into the count here. Simmons looking to get on and start a rally for the Warriors with one out any way he can. The windup and delivery is a called strike one. 3-1 now to Simmons. He's taking over that starting catcher's role for the Warriors. Creek Kite had it early. Simmons was involved with the state track. Caden came back. Now he's in there pretty regularly. The pitch is another called strike. Simmons looked at it. Full 3-2 now. Bases empty with one out. McKinney struck out to lead off the inning. Here comes the payoff from Clayton to Simmons. A bouncer to third. Ooh, a nice short hop pickup. Throw over. And that was Horn to Hewlett. Nice play at third to get Simmons hustling down the line, 5-3 on the putout. Second out of the inning. That was a short hop backhand right on the edge of the grass. A nice play by Horn there to get the second out of the inning. Here's number 6, Dan Caston in the 9th spot in the order. Freshman third baseman. 129 for him on the year. He was 0 for no official at bat with a walk and a run scored. Ooh, a swing and a miss on a low outside pitch. Caston went fishing for one. Count 0-1 to him. Clayton's ready again. He will wind and deal. Breaking ball high. Catcher up out of his stance or crouch to get that one. Count 1-1 to Caston, right-handed batter. Base is empty, 2 out. Here, bottom of the second, 1-1. Warriors lead, 1-0. The 1-1 from Clayton is on the way. A swing and a miss by Caston. 1-2. Dan struggling from the plate here recently. Clayton ready. He'll wind and deal. Ha! Just as I said that, Caston lines one into left center. Left fielder over there to pick it up with a bare hand. Misplayed it, not long enough for Caston to go anywhere, and Dan Caston has a 2-out single. First hit of the inning, second hit of the game for the Warriors. Hits even at 2 now. Back to the top of the order we go. Number 1, Aiden McAtee, senior right fielder. 207 for him on the year. He drew a walk, scored the only run of the game. Clayton back to the stretch, coming to McAtee. Throw back down to first. Caston is back. Pitch was a ball to McAtee, 1-0. First and second inning so far, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. Starting lineups were Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. First pitch, Cranston Family Funeral Home. The pregame show, Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. 1-0 to McAtee. Clayton now back to that deliberate stretch of his. Long pause. He's coming to him. Missed. Away. 2-0 to Aiden. Good on base percentage for Aiden McAtee, around 400. Batting average 207. He's in there from the left side. Dan Caston with the lead over there at first. They'll check him there. And he's back. Ball out of the glove of the first baseman, but nowhere near far enough away for Caston to think about going anywhere. Clayton is ready. Here it is to McAtee. Low and in. 3-0 to McAtee now. Warriors looking to start something. Well, they have a little something started here with 2 outs, but looking to put 2 on with 2 out if McAtee can reach on a hit or a walk. It's 3-0 to him. Clayton kicks and fires, and he missed outside. McAtee does draw a 2-out walk. He'll go to first, Caston to second. That is the third walk issued by Clayton. Up next for the Warriors in the 2 spot in the order is number 7, the second baseman, a freshman, Leo Urach. Tonight, he's 0 for 1. Got caught looking in the first. 19 pitches for Clayton here in the second. He's up to 45 game total. Warrior runners at first and second with 2 out. A look back at second, and he's coming to Urach, a bouncer to third, gloved. And they'll take the force. That's Horn taking the force at third base of Caston there. So he is the third out of the inning. 5 unassisted. And Leo Urach, I guess, would technically reach on a fielder's choice there. No runs for Van Buren County on a hit. No errors. They leave 2. So they've stranded 4 now. 20 pitches for Clayton to get through the second. Game total of 46. We've played 2. Our score remains 1-0. Isaac Leffler back on the mound for the Warriors. They will be on defense. Danville to the plate for the top of the third. When we come back with more Warrior Baseball action after this 1-minute break. You're tuned in to it. Warrior Baseball, that is, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
First pitch to Koenig was a called strike, 0-1. The next offering, a ball, count even, 1-1. This is number 13, Aiden Koenig, he's a senior doing the DHing. That one fouled back to our right here into the fence. 1-2 the count. He's batting for number 7, Graylin Walker, the freshman who's playing right field. Koenig's average on the year 143. He's batting for Walker, who was 056. So, not a whole lot of average there out of the 9 spot. Leffler started with 35 pitches. He's got threes up to 38, and here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball lands for a called third strike. He catches Koenig looking. First out of the inning for Leffler. That's his third strikeout, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Top of the order now. Number 2, Grady Walker. He's 0 for 1. Leffler missed inside. 1-0 the count to Walker, senior, center fielder, 143. Was retired on a grounder to Meek. Right back at Leffler. Oh, and a nice pickup off the mound by Isaac. He'll throw to Meek, and they'll get him 1-3 on the putout. That was a hard smash on one hop right back to Leffler, and he gloved it right after his delivery. Nice play there by Isaac. 1-3 on the putout, second out of the inning. Base is empty, 2 out for number 24, Noah Horn. Noah Horn bats second in the order. Junior, third baseman, 167 on the year tonight. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Put out on the bases in the first. Leffler out of the windup, coming to him. Shot the outside corner, and oh boy. It's a called strike, but it's well off the plate, folks. That's all I can say about that. So I guess if you're the pitcher, you just go there. You pound that spot because it's hard for a batter to do anything with it. So just foul it off to the right side or take it to right field. Inside, Leffler missed 1-1. And I guess if the ump's going to give you that, you use it to your advantage. That's what I can say about it. 1-1, Leffler, the windup and the pitch. A breaking ball over Urach at second into right center. McKinney in to get it. That'll be Horn's second hit of the night, another single. So a 2-out hit. First of the inning. They've got a hit in every inning so far. Third one given up by Leffler. And a dangerous hitter for Danville in the 3 spot in the order, number 12, Jaden Bauer, senior shortstop, 357. He'll bat from the right side. 2 on, 1 out. Leffler steps off. He was going to go out of the windup. I think he forgot. Now he's going to go out of the stretch. The runner at first. Pitch to Bauer. Breaking ball missed low in the dirt. 1-0 to Bauer. He's 0 for 1. Reached on an error. Isaac looks in to Simmons and has the pitch. There he comes. Slow bouncer fouled on the third base line. 1-1 to Bauer now. Bauer steps out, looks for signs from third base coach down there. He still getting them now. He has it, and he's back in the right-handed batter's box. Horn with his lead at first, Leffler ready coming to him. That one sent towards right center. Is anybody going to get it? I don't think so. It's into the gap and down, almost all the way to the fence. Runners in motion for Danville around third. They're going to send him. The throw coming from Urach, not in time. Gets by Simmons. Bauer going to go to third on the throw. So Bauer with a RBI double. You can score. Horn on the play. We're tied at 1. Bauer to third on the throw home. Second hit of the inning. First run for Danville. Fourth hit given up by Leffler. So here in the top of the third, the Bauer double scores 1 to tie it at 1. For number 40, Deacon Huff, the cleanup spot. Missed outside, did Leffler. 1-0 to Huff. Huff's 0 for 1 with a caught looking. On the season, 250. Pitch popped up left side out of play. 1-1 to Huff. Bauer down there at third after his RBI double. Went to third on the throw home. Leffler ready. Here he comes. Swing and a miss by Huff. It's 1-2 to the batter. Warriors looking to get out of this without letting that runner score from third and hold the game at a tie. Swing and a miss. Leffler gets the strikeout of Huff, so they do. That's the third out of the inning. Clayton would lead off when Danville bats top of the fourth. Danville gets a run after two were out on back-to-back hits. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And they leave 1. So they've stranded 3 now. 16 pitches for Leffler to get through the third. Game total of 51. After 2.5, we're tied 1-1. Warriors coming to the plate. In the bottom of the third, it'll be 3-4-5 in the order: Leffler, Meek, and Millard. We'll do a 30-second break. Come on back for the bottom of the third. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio, YouTube channel, on the air. It's your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA and a Tumble Radio Sports Group station. Both of those options for you to tune into the broadcast tonight made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. All right, 30-second break. Come back for more Warrior Baseball.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex here at Perkins Field, just on the west edge of Keosauqua. For more boys high school varsity baseball for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. We're tied at 1 after 2.5. Warriors coming to the plate in the bottom of the third. Leffler, Meek, Millard, 3-4-5 in the order. Leffler drew walk, straight out on the bases, his first time up on the season. 4:35 for Isaac. So that Bauer double tied it up, drove in a run. Isaac in there from the right side. Clayton starts the inning with 46 game total pitches. He's ready. Here he comes. Missed away to Isaac. 1-0 the count. Addison Clayton wears number 77 for Danville. His line so far, he's given up a couple of hits, walked 3, struck out 3. Responsible for that 1 run. It was earned 2 wild pitches. 48th pitch on the way, low and away to Leffler, 2-0. Danville outfield, about straightaway medium depth. Infielders about that too, right where you'd expect them to be. Nobody really guarding the line too close. Called strike on a bender, 2-1. Clayton ready, and the 2-1. Missed away, skipped past the catcher's, or out of the catcher's glove. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Meek out of the on-deck circle to retrieve it, give it back to the home plate umpire. Clayton got a new baseball there, and he's ready. Looks into Gaster. Out of the windup he comes. 3-1 to Leffler. Isaac will send a fly ball to left. Left fielder to his right, back a little bit, is there and makes the play. That is Huff out there, Deacon Huff. Leffler retired on the fly to left. First out of the inning. Up next for the Warriors is number 14, Isaiah Meek. Senior, first baseman. 1 for 1 tonight. The single, stranded on the bases in the first. On the season, Meek is 233. Left-handed batter, Clayton the righty. The windup in the first pitch to Meek. High and away. 1-0 to Isaiah. Clayton's still working on that spot where he puts his right foot against the pitching rubber there. He's ready. The 1-0 on the way. Isaiah watched a breaking ball land for a strike. 1-1. The count to the Warrior first baseman. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the third, 1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 to Meek on the way. Missed outside. 2-1. Isaiah towards the front of the left-handed batter's box. He's ready, so is Clayton. 2-1 on the way. Is a called strike, outer half. 2-2 to Meek. Two is on the way. Breaking ball missed high, a little away. Full up 3-2 now. 10 pitches so far for Clayton in this inning. He's at 56 game total. He has 1 out and the base is empty. He's working out of the windup. He's ready. He'll lift the left leg and a 3-2 to Meek. Fouled off right side and out of play. We'll do it again from 3-2. Isaiah way ahead of that one. Everybody ready? Clayton, the windup and the delivery. Unsecured third strike. Meek swings through it. Catcher has it. Down to Hewlett. He'll throw. Meek retired on the strikeout. 1-3 secured on the unsecured third strike. Second out of the inning. Give Clayton another strikeout. His 4th. Nobody on and 2 out now. For number 2, 5th in the order, Kinnick Millard, sophomore shortstop. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Into tonight, 222. Kinnick will bat from the right side. Fairly close to the plate. Clayton's ready, and the first delivery to Millard. He missed high and away. 1-0 the count. He's ready in the 1-0. Ooh, over Millard. He ducked out of the way of it. 2-0 the count. Millard had 2-0. Clayton ready. He winds and deals. Little breaking ball. Millard swung through it. 2-1 is the count to Kinnick. Clayton looks to Gaster, has the one he wants, and here comes the 2-1. That one well outside. Millard took a look at it. 3-1. So the Warriors will look to start something with 2 outs here if Millard can draw a walk. Of course, we'll take a hit as well. Clayton's ready. The 3-1 to Millard. That one a called strike. He looked at it. 3-2 full up now to Kinnick Millard. Warriors sophomore shortstop. So Clayton looking to set him down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third and keep the score right at 1-1. Here comes the payoff. Bounced it in there. Millard draws a 2-out walk. Warriors get a 2-out base runner. That's the 4th walk issued by Edison Clayton. And that will bring up number 9, Will Coral, in the 6th spot in the order, sophomore left fielder. Popped out to the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. Coral 286 into play tonight. So Millard at first with 2 out for the Warriors. We're tied at 1, bottom of the third. Will Coral will bat from the left side. He's due for another hit here. Center fielder shaded towards right a little bit. Clayton out of the stretch. Coral looked at one high and in, throw back behind the runner, and he threw it away into right field. That'll be an E2. Millard to second. Count to Coral 1-0. Millard down to second scoring position on the E2. First error of the game on Danville. The Warriors have one also. So Millard down to second on a snap throw attempt from the catcher back down to Hewlett at first. Threw it over everybody. The 1-0 is momentarily on the way. A long pause, and here it comes. High and away. 2-0 to Coral. Command was the issue for Clayton as he went a couple of innings in the first time these two teams played. He's been better with it tonight, but not those last two pitches. He's ready, the 2-0 to Coral. Low. 3-0. In danger of putting 2 on here with 2 out if Coral can draw a walk. Of course, we'd love to see one driven into the gap and let Kinnick run. We'll see. Clayton, a look at Millard at second. He'll step back. Nobody there. Covering. Just a step off. Millard back to second. Maybe just not sure about the pitch call. Wants to think about it a little bit more. Anyway, a look in. He's ready again. He'll check Millard. And the 3-0. He missed outside. Coral draws a 2-out walk. Back-to-back walks. First and second for the Warriors with 2 out. 5th walk issued by Clayton in Command. The issue again for him. Here comes Millard, going to try to take third, and time was called, I believe. He's going to have to go back. Coach out of the dugout to talk to Clayton. 22 pitches in this inning. He's up to 68 in the game and hasn't gotten through 3 yet. McKinney will talk to head coach Shane Bagley. Halfway down the first baseline. And that means I can refill my drink here out of my Yeti as it's a warm night in the press box. Probably just a strategy talk out there, or maybe gave Clayton a break. As Warriors have runners at first and second now. There was 2 out in the inning before this rally started. Millard in scoring position out there. We're tied at 1 as we play in the bottom of the 3rd. All right, coach is back to the dugout. Now we are ready. McKinney in there from the left side. Clayton a look at Millard, and here's the first pitch to Eli. That one is a called strike 1, 0-1 in the count. McKinney on the year 286, tonight 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. That long pause from Clayton. Here comes the 0-1. That one missed low to McKinney. Count even, 1-1 to him. McKinney wears number 11. He bats 7th in the order, the junior center fielder for Van Buren County. Coral at first, Millard at second. We have 2 outs. The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. He swung through it, 1-2. Clayton strike away from getting out of the inning. He got the first 2 on a fly to left and a strikeout. Then back-to-back walks that put Warrior runners at first and second with 2 out. For McKinney, it's 1-2 to Eli. Clayton, he'll eye Millard at second, lift the left leg, and the delivery. McKinney swings through it to strike out. 3rd out of the inning. Simmons will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the bottom of the 4th. So no runs, no hits. There was an error. Warriors leave 2 to strand a total of 6 in the game. 26 pitches for Clayton to get through the 3rd. Let's see, 46, 56, 66. He's up to 72 game total. So we've played 3. We're tied at 1. Isaac Leffler will return to the mound for the Warriors when we come back after this 30-second break. 1-1 after 3 are complete. Top of the 4th coming at you after this 30-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. On the air, 92.7 KTWA. All of that made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. More Warrior Baseball coming at you after this 30-second break.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network.
Okay, back with you here from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. Camera is back working again. Leffler, first pitch of the inning. Is it called? Strike one to number 77, Addison Clayton, the pitcher for Danville. 0-1 account to him. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Got put out in that double play. That pitch grounded to Urach at second. He'll go to his left glove and throw to first to Meek, and they get Clayton 4-3 on the putout. First out of the inning. Clayton now 1 for 2 on the night. On the year, he was 0-37 into play this evening. Up next for Danville, number 16, Carter Gaster, the senior catcher. He grounded into a double play. First time up in the second. He's 0 for 1, 135 on the season. He'll bat from the right side, as did Clayton. Leffler out of the windup coming to him, swing and a miss, outer half. 0-1 to Gaster. Leffler ready again, and the 0-1 delivery. Fouled back right at us here in the booth, 0-2, quickly. Leffler looking to have a quick inning here. 16 pitches in the third, 20 in the second, 15 in the first. He started this inning with a game total of 51. He's got 4 so far, 55 game total. Hewlett out of the on-deck circle to clean up that foul ball. And Leffler was ready. The batter was not set. Home plate umpire calls timeout to let everybody get ready. Now we're set, and Leffler will deliver an 0-2. Ooh, missed well outside. 1-2. That one not close enough to get the batter interested in it. Too far into the left-handed batter's box in the dirt. 1-2 now to Gaster. Leffler ready. Lift the left leg and deliver. Breaking ball too far outside. Count even at 2-2. Tied at 1 as we play. Top of the fourth. Base is empty. 1 out. Leffler, a 1-2. Fouled up and over us to the right. Or that should have been a 2-2. Scoreboard a pitch behind, I believe. We'll do it again from 2-2. That's what I've got. Leffler ready. And the pitch. A called, a little bit of a delayed called strike 3 on that one from the home plate umpire, but he catches Gaster looking. Second out of the inning. That'll be the 5th strikeout for Leffler, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. 2 out, nobody on now for number 37, Connor Hewlett, sophomore first baseman, bats 7th in the order. He's second plate appearance, no official at bat. He drew a rock, stranded on the bases. He fouls that one off right side, not a play. 0-1 to Hewlett. Hewlett on the year, 0-48. Gaster was at 135. Clayton, the first batter of the inning, was 0-37. 0-1 to Hewlett. He's ready, and so is Leffler. Fouled off, right side up and out of play again. Quickly 0-2 to Hewlett. Leffler looking to set him down 1-2-3. Quickly here in the top of the fourth. Get back to the dugout, bats and helmets in hand. Try to score some runs. We're tied at 1, 2 out, bases empty, bottom of the fourth. Hewlett again. He's the one batter for Danville that likes to ask for time and step out. He's been granted it each time. Looks down for another set of signs, not given to him. Coach says, let's go get him, get a hit. Leffler ready, the 0-2. Too far low and outside. 1-2 now to Hewlett. He worked a full count the first time and drew that walk. 1-2 from Isaac. Again, low and outside, even at 2-2 now. Asks for a new ball and gets it. Coral, McKinney, McEntee, the outfield left to right. Caston, Millard, Urach, Meek, third to first. Simmons behind the plate. Leffler's 2-2 on the way, too far outside, even farther than the last couple of pitches, and Hewlett has worked another full count. 3-2 now. Isaac stares in over his glove to Simmons. Hewlett is ready, and a payoff pitch on the way. That one lined out to center. McKinney in and to his right. He can't get it. That'll be a base hit for Hewlett. He is 1 for 1 now with that single and a walk. 2 out base runner for Danville. That's how they started that rally the last inning. First hit in the inning. 5th hit of the game for Danville. So 1 out with 2 out and 1 on. That's Hewlett at first after singling. For number 22, 8th in the order, Xander Stotler, Jr., second baseman. He's 0 for 1 of the strikeout, 0-95 on the year. Leffler missed away on the first pitch to Stotler, 1-0. Meek holding Hewlett on over there. He's got a short lead. Leffler to the plate. Ooh, that one a wild pitch Past Simmons. Hewlett will go down to second into scoring position on that wild pitch. Count to the batter, Stotler's 2-0. First wild pitch issued by Leffler tonight. Runner in scoring position with 2 out. It's Hewlett out there. Danville looking to take the lead in the top of the fourth. We're tied at 1. 2-0 to the batter. Chopped foul, third base line, 2-1. So a mini jam here for the Warriors. Leffler looking to get out of it with no damage done and keep that score tied at 1. Here he comes. Popped up. Foul left side. Leffler off the plate. Mound, I should say. Slides, can't get it. Neither could Kasten. Right over by the on-deck circle for Danville. Just in a spot where nobody could get it, not for lack of hustle by Leffler or Kasten from the mound in third base. The count now to Stotler is even at 2-2. So a strike away from getting out of it if Leffler can retire Stotler here some way. Hewlett still out there at second. Here comes Isaac. That pitch drilled to left center. Coral going, the wind holding it up. He didn't have to go in as far into the gap as I thought. Went to his left and back a little bit and makes the play. Stotler, third out of the inning on the fly out to Coral in left. D.H. Koenig will lead off in the 9th spot for Danville when they bat in the top of the 5th. They get no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors by the Warriors, and they leave 1 on base. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. They've stranded 4. The Warriors have stranded 6. 19 pitches for Leffler to get through the 4th. He's up to a game total of 70. Score remains 1-1 after 3.5. Warriors coming to the plate. Bottom of the 4th, Simmons, Kasten, and McEntee, the 3 due up after this 30-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Autumnal Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible by the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more exciting Warrior Baseball after a 30-second break.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you once again from Keosauqua, Iowa this evening here at the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex, western edge of Keosauqua, where we're overlooking beautiful Perkins Field up here in the Kissling Press Box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation. I'm next to longtime PA announcer, scorekeeper, contributor, Mr. David Kirchner. My cameraman, on-site producer, Mr. AJ Rose, back over my left shoulder, working the laptop and the vMix at a table. I'm looking out my window with the camera to my left here, as just trying to kill time. Should have took a 1-minute break on that one, but that's okay. Warriors coming to the plate here. Bottom of the 4th, we are tied at 1. It'll be Simmons, Kasten, and McEntee, 8-9-1 in the order. Simmons wears number 17, bats 8 in the order. Junior catcher, he's 0 for 1, grounded out to third. Into play tonight, 364 for Simmons. Clayton back out onto the mound. Here's the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th. He bounced it in there for a ball. 1-0. So Danville probably coming into this one with some confidence after getting that first win of the year over New London on Tuesday night at Community Field in Burlington. We are tied at 1. The next delivery, a called strike, probably the upper and outermost part of the zone to Simmons. 1-1 to count. That's how I'll describe that one. Here comes the 1-1 from Clayton. Simmons took another strike, 1-2. Clayton started this inning with 72 total pitches. Up got threes up to 75. That one beaned Simmons. Left elbow, left arm. Didn't make too much of an effort to get out of the way of that, but it hit him. So hit by a pitch. Simmons, the leadoff man, will get on for the Warriors. First batter hit tonight by either team. And that's going to bring up number 6, Dan Caston in the 9th spot. Freshman third base tonight, 129. He's 1 for 1 on the night. Clayton goes back to the stretch. He'll throw to first. Back safely is Simmons. Clayton, a deliberate worker with runners on base, to say the least. Caston's ready. So is Clayton. A long pause out of the stretch, and here he comes. Ooh, that one beamed Caston in the left shoulder. Back-to-back hit batters. First 2 on for the Warriors in the bottom of the order here via the hit by pitch in the bottom of the 4th. 2 on, nobody out. So he's hit a couple of batters, also uncorked I've got him down for a couple of wild pitches so far. I see one on the scorebook, couldn't find the other. But McEntee in there now with 2 on, nobody out. Aiden swings through that first pitch. 0-1. The count to McEntee. Third plate appearance, he's walked twice. No official at-bats yet, scored the Warriors' run. In there from the left side, 207 on the year. 0-1 to count to him. A chopper over the mound, charged, fielded by the second baseman. They'll throw to first. McEntee beat it. He'll beat out an infield hit. They're loaded with nobody out. McEntee at first. Caston will move to second. Simmons to third. First hit of the inning. That's the third hit given up by Clayton. So they're loaded with nobody out for number 7, Leo Urach. Second in the order, freshman second baseman. He is 0 for 2. Caught looking and reached on a fielder's choice. Urach 231. In there from the right side, Clayton coming to him. Whew. That one a called strike, looked like outside. It's 0-1 to Urach. That outside strike, though, whether it is or not, he's been consistent with it. Out of the stretch is Clayton. Warrior runners have their lead, looking to take the lead here. We're tied at 1. That one in the dirt, low and outside, evening the count at 1-1 to Urach. Warriors got 1 in the first. Danville answered with 1 in the third. That's where we stand. 1-1, bottom of the 4th. They're loaded. Nobody out with a 1-1 count to the freshman Leo Urach. Clayton, the 1-1. Oh, Urach lined one down the third base line. I don't know if that hit off Simmons or not, but he was in foul territory, so he's good. That's why you lead off in foul territory down there. If you get hit, you're not out. 1-2. Danville will look to turn 2 up the middle, or probably trade 2 outs for a run, or the infield in the corners, they're in. Middle infield kind of back. They'll look to come home to first, too, if they can. The 1-2. Ooh, and that one hit Urach, graved his jersey. Third hit batter of the inning. It'll score a run. Is that an RBI? Yeah, RBI for Urach on a hit by a pitch. So, score Simmons on the play. Move Caston to third. McEntee to second. Warriors lead in the, bottom of the 4th here. 2-1. And probably might have a pitching change. Mr. Kirchner just informed me, but I got to get this in my scoring book. Let's see here. Okay, I'll try to follow this along. 0-0. 0-0 is Alex Fadenhauer, a junior, going to right field. In the order of what, pitcher removed from the game. They'll put him in that spot, right, Mr. Kirchner? Okay, so the pitcher, Clayton, is probably removed. It looks like he's coming out of the game. Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of changes coming at you here. Fadenauer into the game. He is a junior. Pitcher's number is 2, it looks like. So number 2, Walker, in from center to pitch. This pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We'll set him up here. The new pitcher for Danville is number 2, Grady Walker, a senior. Pitched in 5 games, started 1, an 0-1 record without a save. 12 and a third innings pitched, 222 total pitches, 64 official at-bats. 281 average, giving up 18 hits, 20 runs, 12 earned, 6 walks, 4 hit batters, 8 strikeouts, 6.81 ERA. So the Yurok hit by pitch with the bases loaded. Scorer Simmons to make it 2-1 here. Warriors are still going to have them loaded with nobody out. They've scored 1 on a hit and a bunch of hit batters here. So Clayton responsible for those 2 runs. So he goes 3 plus. Gives up 3 hits, walks 5, strikes out 4. I believe. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Strikes out 4. Responsible for those 2 runs, one of them earned. So Alex Fadenauer is going into the 5 spot. Yep, and he's going to play right, you said? Okay. Center fielder into pitch. We'll have to see who goes to center. 10 pitches for Clayton here in the 4th. He ends his night with 82.
Moves into right field for the Bears, hitting in the 5th spot in Clayton's spot in the batting order.
And let's see if we can get a number on the 7 is out in center.
Now batting pitcher Isaac Leffler.
So Graydon Walker is now playing center. He was getting DH'd for. Leffler in there. Takes a called strike 1 from Grady Walker. Leffler on the night, 0 for 1. A fly to left. He's also walked, stranded on the bases. Looking to do damage with the bases loaded, nobody out. Isaac sends one back up the middle into center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. That's Kasdan. They'll move the other runner from second coming in, throw to the mound. They won't have a chance at him. McEntee scores. Leffler with a 2 RBI. Single. He's on at first. Move Yurok to second and score Kasdan. And McEntee on the play. The Warriors lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Leffler 2 RBI single. First pitch to Meek is a chopper. That's booted by Bauer. Here comes 1 run. Leffler to third. He'll slide in. Pitch gets by. Oh, it hits off Coach Bagley. Meek to second on the throw, so give Meek, what are you going to call it? Reached on the fielder's choice? Yeah, but would he reached anyway? I don't know. Fielder's choice for Meek. Score Yurok on the play. Leffler to third. An error on the play. Meek will get an RBI. Pitch is a ball to Millard. 1-0. It's 5-1 Van Buren now. That pitch grounded to short. Gloved by Bauer. Thrown over. They will retire Millard, but Leffler scores an RBI ground out. 6-3 on the putout. That is the first out of the inning. RBI for Millard. Move Meek to third. Score Leffler on the play. And it's 6-1. First pitch to Will Coral is a ball. 1-0. The RBI, Millard, the RBI ground out. Scores 1 to make it 6-1. Warriors here, bottom of the 4th. Runner at third, 1 out. That one inside to Will. 2-0. Millard on the night is now 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Coral 0 for 1 with a walk. It's 2-0 to him. Here comes Walker. Swing and a miss. He swung through that one, 2-1. So the Warriors, couple of hit by pitches and then 2 hits in the inning. They've scored so far 5. That pitch popped up and over us, out of play. Count to Coral now is 2-2, the eighth man to bat in the inning. So they've scored they've scored 5, on a couple of hits. And error helped out a couple of hit batters also. Oh, and that one a foul tip off of the catcher. We'll do it again from 2-2. That one caught him some flesh there after the foul tip off the bat of Coral. What was the first batter the new pitcher faced? Leffler? Okay. I'll make that pitching change there. This is his third batter faced, so 4 runs are charged to the starter, Walker. 1 run charged here to, or Clayton, the starter. Walker, 1 run charged to him. He's also given up 1 hit. So the starter, Clayton, let's see. Yeah, 4 charged to him. Or he would have given up, 5 total? 4 in this inning, yep. As far as the hits go, we've only got, 4 hits in the game? 3. Yeah, Clayton responsible for 3 of those and Walker responsible for 1 of them. So that's the way it stands. So the line on Clayton, I guess you can close that down now. He goes 3+, giving up 3 hits, walked 5, struck out 4, gave up 5 runs, Had a couple of wild pitches, 3 hit batters. All right, looks like we're ready to go again. The catcher back and ready. 2-2 to Coral on the way. And Will swings through it. Weakly, I should say, for a swinging strikeout. Second out of the inning. First strikeout by Walker. 5th of Danville pitching tonight. And the Warriors have batted around. Here's Eli McKinney 0 for 2, a couple of swinging strikeouts. Where's number 11? Bats in the 7th spot. Junior center fielder, 286 for him. Meeks at third, another run to get there. McKinney looked at a strike on the 12th pitch from Walker. 0-1 to McKinney. Warriors have broken it open here a little bit in the bottom of the 4th. They now lead 6-1, scored 5. It was 1-1 when we started the bottom of the 4th. That one inside, McKinney looked at a ball to even the count at 1-1. Meek at third. This inning started with a couple of hit batters, and then 3 out of the first 4 got hit, and in a single, it just got messy for Danville. A couple of hits by the Warriors in the inning. Popped up on the infield, third baseman in the grass making the call, and that is Horn, and he will make the play. So McKinney pops out to third. Third out of the inning, Warriors bat around. Simmons will lead off when they bat in the bottom of the 5th. But the Warriors do damage and get 5 runs on just 2 hits. There was an error, and they leave 1 on base. So that's, again, 5 runs on 2 hits. An error, they're second by Danville. They leave 1. Warriors have stranded 7. 14 pitches for Walker to get him out of trouble in the 4th. So after 4 are complete, our score now is Van Buren County 6, Danville 1. We'll go to the top of the 5th after this 30-second break. Danville will be back up to bat. You are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All that made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. More Warrior Baseball coming at you after this 30-second break.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch of the inning to number 13, Aiden Koenig. 0-1 to count to him. He's 0 for 1, caught looking. That pitch lined, or a soft pop-up, I should say, on the infield. It didn't go as far as I thought it was going to. Millard makes the catch behind second base. So Koenig pops out to Millard behind second. First out of the inning, he's 0 for 2. Into play tonight, he was 143. He's in that DH spot there, number 9th in the order. All right, top of the order now. Number 2, Grady Walker, started in center field, now pitching. He's a senior, 143 into play tonight. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Leffler missed outside on the first offering to Grady Walker. 1-0 the count. Warriors now lead by 5-6-1 here, top of the 5th. Base is empty, 1 out. Leffler working out of the windup in the next pitch, inside to Walker, 2-0. Leffler started this inning with 70 game total pitches. He's up to 74. 75 is on the way. Missed high. 3-0. So far, Leffler tonight, he's working in his 5th inning. He's gone 4+, giving up 5 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop, and 1 run. Has a wild pitch, no hit batters on those 75 game total pitches. He's ready again. Here comes a 3-0. Walker draws a walk on 4 straight. So a 1-out walk for Danville puts Walker at first. That's the second walk issued by Leffler. Up next, second in the order is number 24, Noah Horn, junior third baseman, 167 for him. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Run scored. He'll bat from the right side. Leffler will work out of the stretch now with Walker over there with a pretty good lead. At first, here comes Isaac. That pitch fouled off right side, up and out of play. 0-1 to count. Warrior infield up the middle. Millard and Urach will look to turn 2 on a grounder. Caston may be a 5-4-3 double play if he gets an opportunity at third. He might just take the out at first. We will see if that happens. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw down by Simmons. Ooh, it's wild. Over Millard. Urach backs it up. So the count to the batter is 0-2 to Horn. Send Walker to second on a stolen base. Runner in scoring position with 1 out for Danville here, top of the 5th. 0-2 to the batter, Horn. Leffler will look to go for a strikeout here. Isaac, glove on the hip, looks into Simmons. Out of the stretch, he comes set, checks the runner at second, and he's coming to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him to go fishing on a high fastball. Horn, first time retired tonight. He strikes out swinging. Second out of the inning. He's 2 for 3 now. Leffler gets his 6th strikeout, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Up next for Danville is number 12, Jaden Bauer, senior shortstop. 1 for 2. Double RBI reached on an air. That first pitch to him from Leffler. Waiting for it to go up on the scoreboard. I believe it was a ball. The next offering. Fly ball, foul, out of play, left field line. At stadium play, Will Coral not a chance to get there. Does the count 1-1? Is that what you guys have? Yeah. Scoreboard has 0-1. I believe it's 1-1. Yeah. 1-1 to Bauer. 3:57 for the Danville shortstop into play tonight. Runner at second, Walker. Breaking ball. Popped out of play right side by Bauer. Leffler ahead 1-2. Scoreboard has 0-2. They're behind by a pitch. That throws me off all the time because I like to double check my work. But luckily I got AJ running the scoreboard behind me and official scorekeeper to my left. So it's 1-2 to Bauer, right-handed batter. Leffler looking to get out of this inning. Mini jam with a runner at second scoring position. Isaac, a breaking ball, shot the inside part, missed inside. Count even at 2-2 to Bauer now. Maybe a breaking ball outer half would get him to go fishing. We'll see what Isaac wants to do. Here's the pitch. A little low on the outer half. Full, 3-2 now. With Walker out there at second with 2 outs. He reached via a walk and a stolen base. Here comes Isaac, and a swing and a miss. Maybe unsecured. They'll go down to first to Meek, and they'll retire Bauer, swinging strikeout. Unsecured third strike I'll put in there. Third out of the inning is Bauer. So Danville gets no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. They have stranded 5 now. 15 pitches for Leffler. He's eating the pitches up. That's what head coach Shane Bagley wanted him to do. 15 to get through the 5th. Game total, of 85. So We are through 4.5 now with the Warriors still leading 6-1, and they will come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. Simmons will lead off again after the Warriors batted around in the 4th. Simmons, Caston, McAtee due up after this 30-second break, and more Warrior baseball coming at you. You're tuned into it, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air 92.7 KTWA. All that possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Grady Walker still in amongst his warm-up pitches here. Leffler, 15 pitches there to get the Warriors through the 5th, 85-game total. Grady Walker, in relief of Clayton, has 14 pitches in the 4th. That's where he'll start this inning. For Danville, the cleanup man, Deacon Huff, number 40, will lead off when they bat top of the 6th, unless the Warriors score 5 here to make it a 10-run rule game. We'll see. For Van Buren County, it's going to be Simmons, Caston, McAtee, 8-9-1 in the order. Warriors got 1 in the 1st. Danville answered with 1 in the 3rd, and we stayed that way until the bottom of the 4th when the Warriors tallied 5 to break it open at 6-1. Simmons into play tonight, 364. Let's see what he's done. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out to 3rd, been hit by a pitch, scored a run. He'll bat from the right side. And Walker is ready. First pitch to Simmons. There's a ball on the inside. 1-0 to Caden, junior catcher for the Warriors, wearing number 17 in the 8th spot. So Walker came in. He was playing center. He came in to pitch. Graylin Walker was playing right. He went to center, I believe. Called strike to Simmons. 1-1. And then Fadenhauer entered the game and went to right. That one low and outside skips away from the catcher to the right. 2-1 to Simmons. I believe that was the changes for Danville. Pitcher Walker from center field to the mound. The right fielder goes to center, and then they take the pitcher starter out and enter Fadenhauer into right. 2-1, the count. Walker coming to Simmons. Bouncer to second. Dropped, gloved, thrown over, and they recover to make the play. That's Stotler to Hewlett. Simmons retired 4-3 on the putout. If you score along with us at home, first out of the inning. Up next for Van Buren County in the 9th spot in the order's number 6, Dan Caston. Freshman playing third base tonight, 129. For him on the year tonight, he is 1 for 1 with a single, also hit by a pitch, scored a run. Right-handed batter to face the righty Walker. Out of the windup, first pitch to Caston. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder a little bit to his right. He's underneath it. That's Huff out there. He'll make the catch. On one pitch, Caston flies to left, second out of the inning. Top of the order now for the Warriors, number 1, Aiden McAtee, senior right fielder. Tonight, he is 1 for 1 with a single. He's also walked twice. 4th plate appearance, only one official at bat. He scored a couple of runs. Aiden will bat from the left side. 207 for him coming into play tonight. Walker coming to him. Ooh, inside all the way to the backstop. Aiden got out of the way. Count is 1-0 to McAtee. 6 pitches so far for Walker here. He's up to 20 game total in relief of Clayton. Here comes the 1-0 to Aiden. That's a called strike on the outer half. Count even 1-1. Center fielder shaded towards right with McAtee, the left-handed batter, in there. Here comes the 1-1. McAtee looked at another strike on the inner half. 1-2 to Aiden. He was on the mound last night against Central Lee. Tough lineup to face. The 1-2 from Walker. Oh, behind Aiden McAtee. He just stayed put and let it go all the way to the backstop. Count even at 2-2 now. Walker missed his release point on that one, for sure. Base is empty with 2 out here. Bottom of the 5th, Warriors up 5-6-1 over the Danville Bears. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low outside pitch. McAtee goes down swinging. 3rd out of the inning. Leo Urach will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the bottom of the 6th. So they go down 1-2-3, get no runs. There were no hits, no errors, nobody left. 10 pitches for Walker to get through the 5th. He's up to a game total of 24. After 5 are complete, Warriors lead the Danville Bears by a score of 6-1. Let's take a 1-minute break and then come on back for the top of the 6th. Danville to the plate when we return. Warriors lead 6-1. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live. Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
All right, back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa, here at Perkins Field. Boys High School Varsity Baseball, Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. 6-1, Warriors lead the Danville Bears. First pitch by Isaac Leffler to Deacon Huff. Chopped foul, third base side, over towards the Danville dugout. Count 0-1 to the batter. Huff 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He wears number 40, the cleanup man, senior left fielder. 2:50 into play tonight. He watched a called strike, quickly 0-2 to him. After 5 are complete, Danville out hitting the Warriors 5-4. Danville with a couple of errors, a swing and a miss. Leffler sets him down on 3 straight. Huff down swinging, first out of the inning. That's the 7th K for Leffler, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Danville leads in hits 5-4. Warriors lead in runs 6-1. 1 error for Van Buren County, 2 errors for Danville. Warriors have stranded 7, Danville 5. That was all the totals through 5th innings. First pitch to 0-0, playing right field now, Alex Fadenauer, a junior, is a swing and a miss, 0-1. And I probably should get an average on him for you guys. 125 for Fadenauer. He sends a soft grounder, and casts it in, bobbles it, and there'll be no play. Infield hit? Infield hit by Fadenauer. He'll go down to first with 1 out. First hit of the inning. That's the 6th hit given up by Leffler. Fadenauer, what did I say? He was at 125. Number 16 in the 6th spot, Carter Gaster, senior catcher. He's 0 for 2, grounded into a double play, got caught looking. Leffler missed outside. Gaster 135 on the year. 1-0 the count to him. Danville with a 1-out base runner after the infield single by Fadenauer. Huff struck out to start the inning. 1 on, 1 out. Here, top of 6. Warriors lead 6-1. Leffler to the plate. High and outside a little bit. 2-0. Leffler started this inning with 85 game total pitches. He's got 7 up to 92. To watch his total. That's a called strike. 2-1. 110 Leffler would be looking at for a total. He'll check the runner at first. Meek, a good stop over there. And I think Coach Shane Bailey probably going to let him go because of the shape that the pitching is in. We got a game tomorrow at New London. We'll probably let Leffler go as long as he can. That's a strike on the outside corner to make the count 2-2. The rules are he'll have 110 pitches. He gets to finish the last batter. That one a bouncer. Can Urach get it? He's knocked it down, but it's going to be a hit for Gaster. First and second now with one out. Second hit of the inning. Seventh hit given up by Leffler. A little trouble brewing here. First and second with one out. Warriors still lead 6-1 for number 37 in the 7th spot in the order, Connor Hewlett. Sophomore first baseman on the night. He is 1 for 1. The single also drawn a walk. He'll bat from the right side. Leffler ready. First pitch to him. Fouled off right side up and out of play. 0-1 to Hewlett. Get back to that rule. 110 pitches you're allowed sophomore through a senior on any given night. Then you need 4 days off after that. If you reach 110 and you still haven't finished the at-bat, you get to finish the at-bat. Here's the next pitch. Off the outside corner, a ball. That one's been a strike tonight, not this time. Mr. Kirchner laughing at me because he knows I'm right. It's 1-1 to Hewlett. First and second. One out. Leffler high on a fastball. 2-1 to Hewlett. Warrior infield will look to turn two. Urach and Millard if they can get it. If Caston gets it, all he's got to do is step on third and go to first. There's a force at third, high and in. 3-1 to Hewlett, and Isaac got to get his command back here. Hewlett asking for time as he steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Isaac gets a strike on the outside part of the plate to make it full 3-2. Fadenhauer at second. Carter Gaster at first. They had back-to-back singles when Isaac bounced that one in. No pitch was their time asked for. The Hewlett, he's done that. He'll wait right till the end and ask for time. And Leffler, it would have been ball four as he bounced one in there badly, but no pitch. Time granted to the batter by the home plate umpire. Well, it's a break for us. A second chance at a full count pitch here. Leffler ready. Here he comes. Nope, too far outside. Hewlett draws a one-out walk to load him. So, send Fadenhauer to third. Trouble brewing for the Warriors. Gaster to second. And that's the third walk issued by Leffler. No visit to the mound from the coaches, like I said. Yeah, 101. He'll have a game total of 110 plus finishing that batter. Here's Xander Stotler, number 22. They're going to call a balk. No pitch. Where's Stotler going? Did he get hit? What's the call? Runners are moving up. Well, it must have been hit by a pitch because the batter doesn't go anywhere on a balk. So Stotler must have been hit by a pitch with an RBI. Score Fadenhauer. Move everybody up. Bases still loaded. Inside on the pitch to Koenig, 1-0. So here in the top of the sixth, it's 6-2. Van Buren on a hit by a pitch, swing and a miss to Koenig, 1-1 now. Leffler ready, coming to him. Is that a strike on the outer half? It is. 1-2. There's one out, bases loaded. Danville has scored once. The scoreboard still says 6-1. It's 6-2. Isaac missed too far outside on that one. 2-2. So that was the first. I'm going to score that a hit batter by Leffler. Here he comes. Fly ball. Left field. Coral underneath it. He's got it. He's going to throw to third to keep the runner at second. That's the right play. That you're not going to get that runner from third. So Gaster will score on the sac fly with an RBI by Koenig. He's the second out of the inning on the fly to Coral. Top of the order coming. It's 6-3 now. Warriors still lead. 22 pitches. I think he's going to take him out right now. 22 pitches for Leffler in the sixth, 85, 95, 107 game total. Let's get that sac fly entered in. Sac fly by Koenig. And we're going to have a new pitcher for Van Buren County. So far here in the inning, Danville has scored a couple of runs in the top of the 6th on 2 hits. No errors by the Warriors, and they've got runners at 1st and 2nd still. So Leffler's night is over after 5 2/3. He's given up those 7 hits, walked 3, I believe, struck out 7, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop, given up, responsible for the 3 runs and the runners at 1st and 2nd. He had a wild pitch and hit a batter. McKinney coming into the game, number 11. Eli McKinney in relief of Leffler. We'll set Eli up here as soon as I get the stats freed up. Let's see what McKinney has done on the mound for the Warriors this year. McKinney wears number 11, the junior outfielder / pitcher, pitched in 2 games. Started none of them without a record or a save. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 97 total pitches, 30 official at-bats against him, a .267 average, 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. Giving up a walk, no hit batters, 7 strikeouts, 4.94 ERA for the Warriors' new pitcher, Eli McKinney. Good job by Leffler tonight. Gets him through 5 2/3 on 107 pitches. He's still responsible for the runners at 1st and 2nd. There are 2 outs in the inning. It'll be top of the order for Danville, number 2, Grady Walker. The senior started in center field. Now he's pitching for Danville. On the night so far, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. On the season, 143 for the leadoff hitter for Danville. Eli McKinney, he'll pitch. He's a lefty from the left side. Walker will bat from the right side. So what's the switches there? McKinney in, McEntee over to play. Isaac went to 3rd. We'll get those changes in a minute. First pitch by McEntee, and it hit low and in. It hit the batter, Walker. That's going to load him up. He'll go to 1st, Hewlett to 3rd, Stotler to 2nd. So McKinney hits the first batter he faces on 1 pitch. Leffler is off the mound to 3rd. Caston, I think, is in right. From 3rd base to right, and then McEntee slid over from right to center. Coral still in left. That's the changes. So they're loaded with 2 out. McKinney going to have to get tough here against Noah Horn, number 24. He's coming to him. A nubber off the end of the bat. McKinney off the mound to get it. He'll scoop to Meek, who'll make the play, and they're out of trouble. Big play there. Horn grounds out. 1-3 on the putout, 3rd out of the inning. Bauer will lead off for them with the bases empty. That's big when Danville bats in the top of the 7th. But Danville scores 2 on 2 hits. There were no errors by the Warriors, and they leave them loaded, so they leave 3. We'll get this entered. Let's see. Let's do it again. 2 runs on 2 hits. Let's see if Mr. Kirchner agrees with me. No errors, and they strand 3. They've left 8 now. 2 pitches for McEntee to get him out of trouble in the 6th. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Van Buren County coming to the plate. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Urach, Leffler, and Meek after this 30-second break. Warriors still have the lead, but now it's by 3. 6-3 as we play bottom of the 6th. 30-second break coming at you, then more Warrior Baseball. You're tuned into it, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All of that stuff made possible through the Temple Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more baseball after this 30-second break.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you for the bottom of the sixth here with our score, Van Buren County 6, Danville 3. Danville tallies a couple there to cut that 6-1 lead for the Warriors to 6-3 on a hit by a pitch with the bases loaded and a sac fly. Van Buren County coming to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Yurok, Leffler, Meek. Yurok into action tonight, 231. So far tonight, 0 for 2. Caught looking, reached on a fielder's choice, hit by a pitch, scored a run. He'll bat from the right side. Walker back on the mound for Danville. He's ready, coming to Yurok. A called strike on the inner half to Leo. Counts 0-1. Walker ready again out of the windup. The second pitch is grounded. Left side of the mound is short. Glove by Bauer. Throw over to first to Hewlett. And Yurok retired 6-3, first out of the inning. Number 3, Isaac Leffler, third in the order. Senior started on the mound, now playing third. He's up next. Tonight, he is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single, scored a run. He's also drawn a walk, stranded on the bases in the first. His other at bat, he flew to left. He'll bat from the right side into play tonight. He was at 435. Walker's ready, and the first pitch is coming to Leffler. Bouncer to third. Tough hop off the body. He knocked it down, but they won't get him at first. Not even close. Hit or an error? That could go either way. I mean, that's a tough hop. Infield single for Leffler. He's on at first with 1 out. First hit of the inning. That's the 5th of the night for the Warriors. Out of the stretch now is Walker. Second hit that he's given up. They'll check Leffler at first. He's back. That was a tough hop. It could probably go either way. I mean, be a good play if he made it. Was it ordinary hop? Probably not. So we'll score it an infield hit. Tough call as an official score. That pitch, called strike. Didn't have to be on the outer half, but it. Yeah, exactly. 0-1 to Isaiah. Mr. Kirchner just said if that was a no-hitter, we probably would have given him an error. There goes Leffler. Pitch a ball, throw it down, skips away from Bauer. Leffler going to take off as it goes to right field. Head down, Isaac to third. And he'll give him a stolen base. What about the second one? E2 over to third. That is the third error of the night on Danville. Count to the batter is 1-1. Okay. 1-1 to Meek. That one missed inside, 2-1. Meek on the night, what has he done? 1 for 3 with a single. Also reached on a fielder's choice. The 2-1. Isaiah bouncer. Is it fair? Where's the call? You have to make a call. What's the call? It is fair. They throw it away at second, backed up. Meek won't go anywhere. Was it a fair ball? You've got to be, well, there was no call, so it's fair. Wow. Yeah, Meek gets a double. Score Leffler. An RBI here in the bottom of the sixth. 7-3. Warriors get one of those runners back. So the Meek double scores 1. Here's Millard. With Meek out there at second, he'll send a grounder foul down the third base line. 0-1. Millard on the night is 0 for 2 with a walk. So the Warriors here have tallied 1 on a couple of hits. Three hits given up now. Well, we'll have to get that in a second. How many hits has he given up? Yeah, 3, I think, total. They'll check at second. He's back. Walker has given up 3 hits. And 2 runs. He's out of the stretch. Meek with a lead at second. The pitch to Millard plunks him in the back. Hit by pitch, first by Walker. That's the fourth of the game by Danville pitching. So Millard will trot down to first and second with one out. Now the Warriors have scored one. And up next is number 9, Will Coral. Sophomore left fielder. Tonight he is 0 for 2 with a walk. Into play tonight, Coral 286. Meek was at 233. Warriors have a run on 2 hits with an error here in the inning. First and second with one out. Coral sends a fly ball to right. Fadenhauer is under it. He'll make the catch. Meek bluffs, just runs it in. He was trying to bluff and draw a throw, but he ran it in, throws it to the second shortstop covering second base. Warrior runners stay put, so Coral, the second out of the inning, on the fly to right. Up next, it's number 11, Eli McKinney, the junior, started in center field, now pitching. He's 0 for 3 on the night. Into play tonight, 286. Walker's working out of the stretch. Meek at second, Millard at first. Coming to McKinney, low and in, missed. There goes McKinney. It got away. Throw to third. Couldn't be handled. Meek's going to take off. It goes into shallow left field. He's going to score. Millard all the way around to third. Warriors get another run. Pitch to the batter was a ball. 1-0 to McKinney. Give Meek a steal of third, and then another E2? Another E2 scores Meek, second error of the inning, moved Millard all the way over on that, steal and error as well. 1-0. Warriors now lead 8-3. Pitch to McKinney inside for a ball, 2-0. So we can score that. Meek takes, I guess that was a steal. He stole third and home on the air. Inside to McKinney, 3-0. I'll call it a Meek steal with an error, too. Scores 1 to make it 8-3. Warriors up 5. 3-0 to Meek. Millard at third with 2 out here. That pitch a called strike, 3-1 to McKinney. The Warriors have a couple of runs here on 2 hits, 2 errors by Danville. 14 pitches for Walker. Game total, he had 25 coming into this inning. Correction, he's got 39. 40th, bounced foul by McKinney. Full count now, 3-2. So Millard at third after he got plunked. The runs in the inning have been scored by Leffler and Meek. After one were out, back-to-back hits. Then a hit by a pitch with a stolen base and a throwing error by the catcher, and there have plated a couple for the Warriors. Coral flew out. McKinney sends a fly ball. Shallow center. Bauer back into the outfield grass and makes the play to retire the side. McKinney pops out to Bauer. McKinney 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, a couple of pop-outs. He's the third out of the inning. If the Warriors need to bat in the bottom of the 7th, Simmons in the 8th spot would lead off. 16 pitches for Walker to get through the 6th. He's up to a game total of 41. Van Buren County gets, 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 2 errors by Danville, and they strand 1. That's their 8th runner stranded. But they do lead it 8-3 as we go to the top of the 7th. Last ups for Danville, they're at 3-4-5. Bauer, Huff, Fadenhauer in the order. Let's take a 30-second break and come on back for the top of the 7th with the Warriors leading by 5, 8-3. Eli McKinney back on the mound to try to finish this one up. Back with you after 30 seconds. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible, all of that through the Temple Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more Warrior Baseball in 30 seconds.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you. Just to recap for the Warriors in the bottom of the 6th, 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, 1 left. They stranded 8, so has Danville. After 6, the hits Warriors have 6 hits. Danville has 7, so they've out hit the Warriors 7-6, but trail in the score column 8-3. Danville with 4 errors, the Warriors with 1. That's the totals through 6. Here we go to the top of the 7th. McKinney back on the mound. 2 pitches for him to get the Warriors out of trouble in the 6th, so that's his game total. Here's Bauer. McKinney's first pitch to him. Swung on, popped up right above Simmons. I think it's going to stay playable. Caden back, and he makes the catch. There's a big out to lead off the inning on their best hitter. Bauer pops out to Simmons. First out of the inning. Bauer now on the night is 1 for 4 with an RBI double, reached on an error. Swinging strikeout, now a pop out. He was batting .357 into play tonight. Next up in the cleanup spot, number 40, Deacon Huff, senior left fielder, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. .250 into play tonight. McKinney coming to him. Popped out of play to my right. 0-1, so on 2 pitches, McKinney has an out and an 0-1 count, and he came in and got the Warriors out of trouble on 2 pitches in the 6th, so he's done a lot on 4 pitches. He's a lefty, working out of the windup. Missed high and away on that one. Or for McKinney, you mean? He's ready. Missed low and in on that one. 2-1 to Huff now. Yeah, so he entered with the, tying runs on base? So, yeah, save situation for McKinney. A bouncer on that next pitch. Leffler waits for it. He'll glove on the edge of the grass. Strong throw to Meek. And they just get him over there. Good stretch by Meek to get Huff. 5-3. Leffler to Meek across the diamond. Second out of the inning. Bases empty with 2 out now. Danville down to their last out. And the skies to the west are getting a little darker. Not really threatening yet. But good thing that we probably started this one early. You're going to get this varsity game in. And probably won't play JV tonight. Maybe. Clayton re-enters to bat. He started this game. He re-enters for Fadenhauer to bat. McKinney coming to him inside. Did not hit him. 1-0. So that last at-bat was by Fadenhauer, correct? In the spot, swing and a miss. Fadenhauer, yeah, he got the last at-bat in the 5 spot. 1-1. First 2 were by Clayton. So on the night, he is 1 for 2 with a single. Fadenhauer got the other at-bat in his spot. He got a hit as well. Breaking ball, fly ball sent out to Caston and right. Dan will make the play to make this one final. Clayton flies out to right, third out of the inning. And McKinney sets him down. 1, 2, 3, so nothing across for Danville in the top of the 7th. 8 pitches for McKinney. He gets him out of trouble in the 6th on 2, gets out of the 7th on 8 for a game total of 10, so he'll be ready to go tomorrow if the Warriors need him. It's a final now. Van Buren County gets an 8-3 South Division win over the Danville Bears. That'll take us to the Warrior Baseball postgame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. We will take our first of 3 minutes break here in the postgame show, sponsored by the school district. That'll let me add up the totals, and we'll go over the summaries, the player of the game, all that and more coming at you in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride county-wide. Back with you for the postgame show after this 3-minute break. You are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live, Tumble Radio, YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible by the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Let's take a 3-minute break, and then we'll come back and continue the Warrior postgame show.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, Perkins Field, where we've just completed boys high school varsity baseball action for you on this Thursday evening, June 26, 2025, in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Van Buren County Warriors getting an 8-3 win tonight over the Danville Bears. Let's go over the totals and summaries for you. For the Warriors, 8 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They strand 8. Danville, 3 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors. They strand 8 as well. Winning pitcher Leffler, losing pitcher Clayton McKinney gets the save in a game that took about right on the money, 2 hours to complete. Let's take a look at that scoring summary for you here in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. One goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, county-wide. Bottom of the first, Aiden McAtee started the scoring on a wild pitch to make it 1-0 Van Buren County. Danville answered. Top of the third, Bauer, a double, scored 1, RBI double to make it 1-1 tie after 2.5. In the bottom of the fourth, the Warriors broke it open a little bit. Urach hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to give them the lead at 2-1. Isaac Leffler, a 2 RBI single to make it 4-1 Warriors. Meek, a fielder's choice, scored a run to make it 5-1. And a Millard RBI groundout scored 1 to make it 6-1. The Warriors tally 5 in the bottom of the fourth to take hold of the game. Top of the sixth, Danville got a couple back. Stotler hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to make it 6-2, and then a sac fly by Koenig scored a run to make it 6-3. They cut that deficit from 6-1 to 6-3 after 5.5. Bottom of the sixth, the Warriors get a couple of those runs back. Isaiah Meek double scored one to make it 7-3, and a Meek steal with an E2 scored one to make it 8-3, and that's the way that things would end up tonight. Final, Warriors win it over the Danville Bears by a score of 8-3, and I've got a couple of people that were nice enough to give us some time once again in the post-game show. That's right. We'll do it again, and I'm more than happy to do it. We're going to get you guys on camera tonight. Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear anything from my viewers about not getting you guys on camera because you're that important, and that's the way I feel about it. I'm going to get you guys some volume here. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Once again tonight, folks, I've got head coach Shane Bagley, and let's see. What do I want to call Mr. Leffler tonight? He's the player of the game. I'll call you that for sure. That's brought to you by Milo and the team at Wells Hometown Drug. But Isaac Leffler, folks, joining us as well as head coach Shane Bagley. And Isaac, I'll start with you. Last night we talked, and you said that you had played all over the diamond, which you have, utility player. But tonight you did the damage on the mound for the Warriors, going, what'd you go, 5 2/3. 107 total game pitches. You were in control of the game for the most part the whole way. You added a couple of hits, so just a really fine performance by you all around. Let's talk about the pitching performance first before we get to the at-bats. How did you feel out there on the mound tonight? I saw you before the game. You said, man, I'm getting the ball tonight. It's the first time you've started a game in a long time. How did it feel to be back out there?
Not
in a relief role, starting role.
Yeah, I knew we were thin on pitching, so I knew I had to go out there and be efficient, and maybe I wasn't as efficient as I wanted. I mean, I threw 107 pitches.
But pretty close to getting through it, though.
I mean, I think the most pitches I've ever thrown in a game is 40, and I threw 107.
Yeah. How's your arm feel?
It's a little
ice her up tonight.
It's a little loose. I mean, you could see my velo start to drop off, but I knew I just had to put it in the strike zone.
Sure. Did you feel yourself did you struggle with command at all, you think, late there? Or not? Was it just part of it? I mean,
a little bit getting my legs under me. I was falling off a little bit, so I was missing left and right. I was missing up and down too, but
sure.
I was still putting it in the strike zone, so I was
close enough for him to be interested in it anyways.
Yep.
And a couple of times, the pitch count was getting up there, and I'm looking over there to head coach, and I'm saying, I think he might come out in a normal situation, but probably not tonight because of where your pitching's at and all the games that we've had. So I figured that you were going to let Isaac go the 110 and maybe finish the last batter if needed, but it was a good spot to bring him out after 107 pitches and 5 2/3. Eli came in and wrapped it up for you. So really good job by Eli. If you want to talk about just those two guys pitching for you tonight, Coach.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to start with Isaac. I can't say enough about what this kid did tonight. Of course, we're playing 8 games in 9 days, and I don't even know what day of the week it is half the time. And so I plan on Isaiah Meek pitching tonight, and when I started to fill out lineups, I'm like, he can't because he just pitched on Monday.
Yeah, he needs another day, right? Yeah.
So I shoot Isaac a text. I already knew the answer, but I still wanted to ask him, hey, you want the ball? And,
sure.
And, of course, he steps right in and says, yeah, I'll take it. And, I don't usually want to pitch Isaac that many pitches, but we seriously had 2 pitchers available tonight.
Well, we figured that we talked about it before. We figured it would be Leffler and McKinney in some capacity there before you open up another guys on rest tomorrow night, right?
And then we get to 107, and I wanted to let Isaac finish that inning, but if I'm at 107 on my clicker, I don't trust myself. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm like, could I be off 4 pitches, and then that costs us the game? So I said, no, we're going to.
Hey, congratulations! You and I must have been right together on the clicker tonight. So congratulations on that. Mr. Kirchner was right along with us.
Yeah. So no, I can't say enough about what this kid did tonight. On the mound, and we talked about it last night. He's just a true leader. I really appreciate having him on the team, and he's a captain. He wears that C for a reason.
Absolutely.
And then Eli comes in, and a lot of kids be nervous in that situation. Eli hasn't pitched a lot, but yeah, he was ready for the ball too. And
2 pitches got you out of trouble.
Pitches.
That was huge there in the top of the 6th, I think.
Yeah.
They had the bases loaded, so it was a safe situation. So good job by Eli. Hey, let's go back on him for a second. I think he took a lot of confidence away from that pitching performance that he had against Martinsdale.
He did.
Right?
Wow.
I mean, when he after the game, I immediately thought right back to that and said, geez, he's pitched well the last 2 times out for you against Martinsdale. That's a tough lineup. Yeah. Miller did good to start. Eli pitched well in relief, and he did the same thing here tonight.
Yeah, it was huge. It was really huge. I'm just so proud of the guys for, we finally get to the end of this stretch tomorrow night, which isn't going to be easy. We got a tough New London team, but, the way these guys have battled through our scheduling is I'm just so proud of them.
Well, and the resiliency.
They don't complain about it. It's been hot. We're playing every night,
Yep.
and you know what? They come to the ball field and they just want to play.
Yeah. I'd call them resilient, if nothing else, because so many times, we talked about it last night, hoping what you guys would do after that. Yeah, that was a tough loss to Central Lee, but you maybe learn from it. Like I've said so many times, you brush it to the side, knowing you got to come back here and focus on this opponent, because you always got to come up and play to get the win. I mean, nobody just hands it to you, and you guys did that tonight. Okay, let's move to your plate appearances. AJ had a good question that I wrote down. He wanted me to get to it. You guys saw Clayton the first time around.
Yes.
I think he went a couple, and then they relieved him with somebody else.
Yeah.
Anything different tonight from just maybe the familiarity? You know what I mean? Seeing a pitcher the second time around, could you take anything away from that first time against him, maybe?
I mean, the thing is, you don't really see a pitcher like that ever.
He's deliberate in a long pause in the stretch, right? Did that throw your timing off at all?
It did, especially last night with Davis pitching, and he was probably the hardest pitcher we threw it off the scene all year.
And a quicker worker.
Yeah, and tonight it was slower, so we couldn't hit him. It's that simple. We couldn't hit him tonight. We didn't have a good approach, and when they put that next guy in, we decided, okay, this is more familiar.
Sure.
We got hits, we got runners on base, and we started getting runners on base at the end there, even if it was hit by pitches, but that's what you got to do when you're struggling. So,
take what they give, right?
Super proud of them, the guys, for getting on base like that and putting people at the plate that have the chance to drive in runs.
Yeah, so you managed to do enough on offense tonight. I mean, I wouldn't call it a barrage of hits, but only 8 stranded, and you score 8, so a better ratio there. Let's just go through that quick. Isaac had a couple of hits. Isaiah, the cleanup man right behind you, with a couple. McEntee had one, and so did Dan Caston. That was big out of the bottom of the lineup tonight. Isaac led the way with a couple of runs scored, and then everybody else with just single tallies. So I thought that was a good job all the way through the order tonight by everybody. A good approach. So let's see, a really great effort, I guess, overall by all the kids tonight. Nothing else really, I guess, jumped out at me from the stats. I guess we covered that. Isaac, your pitching duties will be done for the week. So we'll see you back in the infield. Let's talk about tomorrow a little bit. Finally, like you said, Coach, we end this busy stretch. We got to go over to New London to wrap up conference play. Looking to add another victory. Let's talk about the game with them here. Was one that maybe slipped away from us, right? It was a back-and-forth game. Maybe we'll expect one of those again. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys had the lead late, and you just couldn't quite hold on to it. So that will be on your mind. Maybe give you a little bit of an edge, even more, knowing what happened to you the first time and seeing that one slip away. So just your thoughts on, New London. I'm not sure where their pitching will be either. They've had probably a busy week, as everybody is trying to fit these games in the end of the week. Any thoughts on who you might face? Really, from them over there?
I think, the first time we played them, we got into a pretty close battle there. They had a lead early. We came back. Kids fought back, and
that was a lot of offense in that game.
They brought some kids in that they thought were going to come in here and slow us down. And if you remember, they brought a kid in, and he didn't stay in very long because I think we put about 3 straight hits on him.
Well, it was a shortstop.
They got him right out. I'm thinking they've probably got a lot on their mind, trying to think, who do we want to throw against these guys. So. That's pretty much my thoughts. It's going to be a good game. They're a good team. They're coached well, and I just can't wait to get there and get going.
Yeah, well, hopefully the weather, will cooperate with us. I think there's less of a chance, tomorrow, so we can finish up. And I was really hoping that that's the way it'll work out, because next week, you really don't want to have to squeeze in a makeup game anywhere, and mess with your pitching. We were talking about it tonight up here in the booth before we got started. Maybe next week against Davis County, if that would be your only game on Wednesday, kind of use it as a tune-up, right, for the tournament game. Definitely. Maybe a lot of pitchers see an inning or watch their pitch counts just to keep everybody sharp. Would that be safe to say, a fair assumption of maybe how you're going to treat the game with Davis County? Don't go too long on anybody, knowing you got to district play on Saturday, but yet maybe get your key guys some work, knowing that you got 2 days off there to work with?
Yeah, definitely. Like I've told you all season, I usually have about 3 plans in my head.
And, and that's a good approach to have.
They don't always work. So, I'll probably throw at least 3 guys against Davis County and just kind of, see how they're, mixing stuff in there. And then that way it's kind of an early bullpen for all 3 of them, whatever we decide to do then on Saturday. So, it'll definitely be a little tune-up game for us. And, we'll just get some work in.
Sure. I know one thing I was going to ask you about, Isaac. On the mound, that defensive play that your guys made, that double play, that's the other thing that kind of jumped out at me from from the pages of the scorebook there. You know, it's always nice to pencil in that 6-4-3 double play twin killing. How nice is that on the mound when you turn around and see the middle infield turn one for you? You know, Millard to Urach over to Meek and get you out of the leadoff man on. You erase 2 right away, and it makes for an easier end to that inning.
Yeah, it's super relieving, and credit to our players and our coaches for telling us to stay ready every single time the ball goes to the plate. And without it was a tough double play.
It was. They turned it well.
Yeah, and they turned it well, and we couldn't do that without building all season in practice and in the games. We don't really have much time for practice, but in the games, we've turned a few double plays, and that's not really something that happens that often in high school baseball, it seems like.
That's why it makes it so valuable when you guys can do that, especially getting, you know, the 2-on-1 play. That's huge. Let's talk about the at-bat where you had the 2 RBI single. That was you were the first batter to face Walker, the new pitcher, who came in. You greeted him kind of rudely, which I was happy about. 2 RBI single. You took second there on an error, I believe.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that at bat. Maybe what were you looking for? You're down on the count 0-1. Were you like, okay, he's going to come in here. I'm going to jump on the next pitch. That looks good.
New pitcher. So I was trying to take the first pitch, and looking at it, I probably should have swung at that pitch, but I got a strike the next time, and I swung. I didn't put a very good swing on it, but it went in the right spot. Kind of rolled over on it, but it went right up the middle and scored 2 runs, and I feel like that was a big momentum shift.
Yeah, it was.
We weren't really getting anything going, and then we got those 2 runs in, and then I ended up scored a few more. So
yeah, first 5 score for you guys there in the bottom of the 4th. Started off again by that bottom of the order that I've talked about so much. It was hit by pitches, but you know what? Those 2 runs come around to score, and you know what? They count too. You know, and then the top of the order takes over. McAtee with a hit. Urach another hit by pitch. So they had 3 out of 4 batters that are hit by pitch. So that was kind of their downfall in that 4th. And then you had the big 2 RBI knock there, and that kind of helped to break the game over. You guys are able to hold on, get a couple of insurance runs, and finish it off 8-3. So congratulations, guys. Great win tonight for the Warriors, and we'll be looking for more of the same tomorrow night over in New London.
Sounds good.
All right, that's head coach Shane Begley, and I'm not going to call you the star utility player tonight. I'm going to say the star pitcher, okay?
All right,
how's that?
yeah.
All right, that's the winning pitcher
Something
from
like that.
tonight's game. I assume tomorrow we will be back. See you in the infield.
Yep.
Isaac Leffler. Okay, go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we want to send our thoughts out to Gavin Knoll, our player. He wasn't here tonight.
Okay.
You probably noticed, but
I did.
He's got a family member in the hospital, and I just wanted to let him know that we're all thinking about him, and you know, he's in our thoughts, and we're rooting for him. So.
Yeah, of course. That goes out to Gavin Knoll. If you're listening, Gavin, or you tune into the broadcast today, like Coach said, we're all thinking about you, and prayers for everything that goes well. All right. That's head coach Shane Begley, and the winning pitcher from tonight's game, Isaac Leffler, for the Van Buren County Warriors. Back in action tomorrow night. We'll be there to cover it over in New London, looking to pick up back-to-back conference wins to finish out conference play on the year. We'll look ahead to next week, Davis County, and then, the district play is coming up quick. So we'll continue. We'll take one final break here in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. We're going to turn the camera around. We'll give you a little bonus JV coverage as we finish up the postgame show here. So one more 2-minute break, then we'll be back to finish up the postgame show. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, back with everybody in a couple of minutes.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, once again, we're back with you for a final time here in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, county-wide. And Isaac Leffler, our player of the game tonight, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Let's talk about Isaac's night a little bit. The player of the game goes 2 for 3 from the plate, 2 singles, a couple of RBIs, a couple of runs scored. He also drew a walk. Honorable mention to Isaiah Meek with a couple of hits. Dan Caston, Aiden McEntee also chipped in with a hit. The runs scored tonight by the Warrior players: Caston scored, Simmons scored, Meek scored, Leffler had 2 runs scored, Yurok scored a run, McEntee had a couple of runs scored as well. So Isaac Leffler, our player of the game tonight, sponsored by Wells Hometown Drug. He and head coach Shane Bagley, nice enough to give us some time, come up and talk to us in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District. All right, we can get into our closing stuff now. I'd like to thank board operator Mr. Kyle Smith, hanging with us back at the station in Ottumwa, helping this broadcast run smoothly for everybody listening in and working on it. Tonight, I'd like to thank all the listeners, as I always do, in the post-game show. A couple of ways that you could have chose to make this broadcast part of your evening tonight: streaming live at Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. If you chose one of those ways to listen in, make this broadcast part of your evening, big thanks for doing so. Hey, we couldn't do it without you. If you're on your way home listening to the post-game show, please make sure you drive safely, and AJ and I and Mr. Kirchner, we will try to do the same thing. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do, here in the post-game show. Let's go through them quickly. I'll mention their in-game sponsorship as well if they have one. Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua, they've got the pregame show. Van Buren County Community School District has the post-game show. Cranston Family Funeral Home, they have the first pitch of the game. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the starting lineups. Smithburg Automotive has all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. That's what it took tonight, 6.5. Dowd's Quick Stop has the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers. Let's see, there was 7 of those tonight. Pilot Grove Savings Bank had the pitching changes in this game and throughout the course of the year. The Van Buren County Hospital, any home runs hit by the Warrior batters. Wells Hometown Drug, player of the game, Isaac Leffler tonight. Crane Concrete Ready Mix has the player and coaches interview sponsorship throughout the course of the season, and especially in tonight's game. Other sponsors with us: First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. Like I always say, if you're in the area, need some local business, please make sure you stop in, give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you and seen and heard on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel and on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites in 92.7 KTWA and Ottumwa Radio Sports Group station. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, we'd be happy to have you on board. Got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She'd be happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, but feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. Let's go through the totals for you one more time here tonight. The Warriors, 8 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They strand 8. For Danville, 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors. They strand 8 as well. Winning pitcher Isaac Leffler. Losing pitcher Addison Clayton. Eli McKinney comes in to get the save in a game that took right about 2 hours to complete. After this game, Danville falls to 1-16 on the year. 0-7 on the road, 1-10 in the conference. Next action for them is Monday, June 30th, home for Wapello, 7:30 p.m. first pitch for senior night. The Warriors improved to 9-12 on the year, 4-5 at home, 4-7 in the South Division of the Super Conference. Next action for us, we are right back at it tomorrow. A couple of pitchers are going to open up from us from Monday. What did we say? Will Coral, Meek, Millard maybe will open up, maybe Urach as well. So that'll be the pitching probably tomorrow for the Warriors. We'll see who head coach Shane Bagley is going to start. But Friday, June 27th, we'll be over at New London. That's slated for a varsity start after JV at 5:30, so 7:30 first pitch to finish out conference play in the South Division of the Super Conference over at New London to take on the Tigers tomorrow night. That will be our next broadcast, and that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of Mr. Kirchner, my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors, back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We're just about done, getting close to the end of baseball season. We'll see how far we can go in the districts, though, but this is the last sports season of the 2024-25 school year, and then, we'll be looking ahead to fall sports already. We'll see if A.J. and I will be working together to cover Warrior volleyball, maybe some Warrior football as well, but, it's only June, but we're end of June, and we're looking ahead maybe to fall sports. We'll have some time off in between there. So we will all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening, and say so long to you from Keosauqua, Iowa, the Ferguson Sports Complex on the western edge, Perkins Field, up here in the Kissling Press Box all night, where the final score, once again, the Van Buren County Warriors 8, the Danville Bears 3. We'll talk to you next tomorrow night. Check around 7 o'clock for the start of our Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. From the Kissling Press Box at Perkins Field, the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa,